Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Howdy.
The Long Council. I just made up that name yesterday in honor of you, Mahler. The Long Council.
I love that. Is it right there?
There we go. We're talking about House of the Dragon from George R. Martin, who doesn't want anything to do with this show anymore. And before we start anything, I have to start the show like I start every. Oh, wait, I didn't have it there. Gosh, dang it. I just had it. There we go. There we go. Just a reminder, little update on When's a Winner that you all might be used to. Today's a big day. Did you know today's a big day? It's been 5,458 days since the release of A Winds of Winter, and that just so happens to be the amount of time that he released the previous 5 books.
That is hilarious. That is the funniest shit. And the fact that it like coincides with the release of this
House
season,
of the Dragon.
it's just so funny. Poetry.
It rhymes, boys.
It rhymes. I saw that. I'm like, no way that's happening today. And it did. And that's just the universe telling George he's a fat, lazy fuck. But we do like some of his unfinished writing. We do. We do. We waited 2 years for this, guys. 2 years. The big buildup. This was essentially supposed to be the penultimate episode of season 2. Basically, we're finishing season 2 right now.
That's kind of how I interpret it. I was like, all right, pretend this is just the ending of season 2. How would I feel about it?
This is the biggest battle ever in the history of Game of Thrones, so they say. I'm going to just say it up front. I don't know how you get. Well, I know how Fringy and Mahler think. I don't know how you think, Shad. I'm going to say I don't think it was. Didn't feel like it to me. I'm a little disappointed in it. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm really disappointed. Honestly.
Are we going to do our round the horn sort of thing?
Let's go around the horn. We'll start with Mahler.
Why are you going to stop? Why are you picking on me? Why are you bullying me?
Because you wanted this. You started it. You asked.
So, when we ended season 2, it was on a pretty sour note. Lots of complaints about a lot of different choices they'd made, as well as knowing about the strikes playing into it, the HBO riff-raff, this or that all over the place, changes from the source. So it's like, oof, we're in rocky territory. And we were saying, like, this opener for season 3 is going to decide a lot about where this is going and whether or not ultimately that one recommends this show, because like, what are they doing with all the stuff that they've set up? And I can say unequivocally with everything I was revved up for, because I did a rewatch season 2 and just got done with this episode. I'm pretty deflated. I'm quite sad about a lot of different decisions that were made here. And there's some stuff I like, some stuff I thought was cool. The money's on display. Characters got some payoffs that were neat. But my God, we have not escaped the growing infectious issues of season 2. If anything, I think they have festered and we might be in trouble.
Fringy.
When you ask people to wait 2 years to watch, what's going to be a big battle, and then you add on top of that everybody knows that big battle was meant to be part of the last season, I wouldn't recommend spending the first half of the episode essentially doing partial recaps, partial setting up for broadly the least interesting characters in the show, only to get to the battle and have a few cool things. Like the Corlys stuff was really cool, but then also have a bunch of really, really, really silly things, to the point that I actually started laughing when Rhaenyra was flying in on that stupid dragon and that everything was going to go to shit in a very particular and very annoying way that's going to facilitate a lot of very frustrating drama over the rest of the season. And then to have it completed and be like, oh shit, we're gonna have a lot of recap now. We're gonna have a lot of conversations about what happened. With already the loss of one of the more likable characters in the show as a consequence of one character's persistently foolish actions, which we'll see if they get recognized. So yeah, pretty disappointing. There was some stuff that was cool. I liked when the ships were shooting stuff at each other and things were exploding and there were some sword fights. That was fun. But yeah, pretty broadly disappointed with this, not gonna lie.
Shad.
Yeah, I'm of two minds, because on the surface level, I'm a simple man. Give me cool dragons, fighting, awesome armor. I can have a good time. I can have a good time with that. And so if that's really all I'm wanting, I'd be satisfied. Thing is, though, basically the character I liked most that was left from season 1 and 2 is now gone. And I'm like, that's a gut punch. That sucks. I really liked him. And I was telling you guys before we went live, there's very few people for me to kind of root for now. I like all the characters are awful people now. And Maul had a good point. Like Daemon, he's fun, he's engaging, he's interesting. He's also a murderous bastard. So I will want to see what happens to Daemon because he is so interesting. But everyone left basically sucks and deserves to die. And that's going to be difficult for, getting my investment in. But if like on a surface level, I think it was enjoyable enough. It was fun. Like the production values are amazing in this. This is like a feature film level quality. But yeah, there are issues with now the narrative. And you're right. Like I forget her name, who brought in Sheepstealer. She was just an idiot constantly.
Bayla?
It's like
Rhaenyra.
Yeah,
Is it Rhaenyra or Bayla?
Bayla's the one that's competent. Rhaenyra's the
Rhaenyra. Okay.
So I'd say
I get them mixed up.
It's in character with
All
her.
those-
It's still frustrating.
Those Targaryens and Valerians look the same to me.
We should have known this was going to happen after the 27th scene showing her with Sheepstealer. It's like they wouldn't be putting this much fucking time into this if it
Unless
wasn't going to be
this shit
consequential.
mattered.
Yeah.
What did she think was going to happen? Like, it was barely obeying her, and she's like, anyway.
Well, that's the idea, right?
But that's an idea that I'm not interested in.
No, I know. I know.
All right. You know what? I that whole objective, subjective, you guys are really good at. I'm a book nerd, so I'm gonna, even though the book isn't spectacular, the story is George's, and I'm gonna take an unpopular side here. I'm gonna side with fucking George on this one. I'm siding with George on this one. Like Ryan Condell's like on Off the Reservation, this fucking show. And even with my rewatch of season 2, particularly watching the finale from last season, what fucking blue balls that is. All the things they have changed, taken away time from Otto Hightower, who we could have used more of, and who, like, where is Otto? Where's Otto? Where is he? But all the time they took on Sheepstealer, and it's all forced because none of this happens in the story. This is this is the butterflies that George was talking about. What's a dragon doing in the Vale of Arryn? What's it even doing there? And how did it get down? I mean, maybe it traveled a little way while she was fucking around with it the whole time, but like, how did it get down there so fast? That's kind of a long distance.
Well, and in season 2, they're like, "Oh, it's wandered up here for food." It's like it went up there for food. Like,
yes,
all the places the dragon could go.
What if it showed up an hour earlier or later to the battle? What if it showed up the next day?
How did she know to make it to the battle? Like, what the fuck was she doing there?
Well, they show she's heading to Dragonstone, right? And then she gets distracted along the way. She's like, "Oh, there's smoke. Go over there."
Yeah, it's like that's really lucky that this all
super
happened.
Lucky.
Yeah. Well, unlucky if you're one specific
unlucky.
character.
It's just a crazy circumstance, and it's stretching so much shit to make it happen. And why? I guess, are we getting ahead of how are we doing this, Gary?
Yeah, we got chronology.
I guess we'll go chronologically. I'll pull up the episode like we've done in the past. I just wanted to get that. Like,
why don't I help you out?
I'm still processing. Yeah, help a brother out. Okay, I've been packing all day.
Okay. But this isn't going to be every time. It depends on if I have the tools.
Oh, wow.
That I do this time.
Thanks, pal.
I'll look after you on copyright as well. But one thing I want to make a point of immediately, all right, chat, you watching? Okay, so this happens. You get your credits. Everything's fine, okay? Black screen, it's all good. And then it goes, and you're like, no.
Yeah. No. We're in the wrong place with the wrong character at the wrong time.
Like Sheepstealer story, like, no, I'm good.
2 years. 2 years. And this is the first thing you see.
So there's a character called Nettles. You've probably heard a lot about this, especially if you've been paying attention to the A Song of Ice and Fire channels. They haven't been happy about it. I'm not happy about it. And I have to point this out again, the one canonical black character they have removed from the story to replace her with a race swapped character who should have never been in this position at all. And when I don't want to spoil anything, but it creates a lot of problems for a through line with Daemon Targaryen, like a lot of problems.
It is insane to know that this goes all the way back to probably like halfway through season 2 or something, that now why they were showing us all of those scenes. So if you happen to be behind the scenes, they would have been like, oh, this is leading to something really cool. And you're like, oh wow, what? And they're like, okay, don't tell anyone, but she's gonna pursue Sheepstealer indefinitely. She's gonna finally get on to the dragon, and she's gonna happen to do this at the exact wrong moment, and she's gonna ruin the Gullet and get Jace killed. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? You're like, isn't that great? You're like,
what? From season 1 back, and then you rewatch all of these scenes, you'll know what it's leading up to. Her getting Jace killed.
Jace! Oh, sorry, I'm still hurt about
R.I.P. Yeah. Poor Jace. Oh, we spoiled the shit out of the episode, by the way, if you're new.
Yes, we do. Yeah, Speaking of, what a design for Sheepstealer. You got a nice, good look at it this time. It's cool.
I think it's cool as hell.
Yeah.
I like that underbite.
No, I really like the effort they put into all the dragons. They really make them stand out individually. Even the sounds, the way that the scales and the sort of age they show on them and stuff. And this underbite is fucking. You're not going to mistake Sheepstealer. The way that the dragon wings curl as well. So it's good.
He made it.
Hey, I'm here. So I did not see the link. So I'm ready.
Sorry.
Ryan, your quick review and thoughts on the episode overall before we get into detail.
Yep.
So I am 5 minutes away from the end. Overall, I enjoyed it. There's some things that I think I wish that this would have been the end of season 2. Let's put it that way. I wish that we would have had this at the end of season 2, but overall I liked it. Didn't love it, but I still have 5 minutes to go.
So finish those 5 minutes.
You need to finish it.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm going to watch as we go over this. So
okay. So we begin with a lot of fluff. Let's just be real. We march to battle at the end of season 2, and we're ready to go. And then it's like, nah, we're going to wait another 40 minutes before we do anything. Right. And we start off, of course, with fucking Sheepstealer. And then, for one, this scene, because they've changed so much, I thought Aemon was going to come in here and get on him about Alicent leaving. But no, it's something else.
Poor Mr. Orwell. He was just having a nice little sleep.
He's just trying to make the realm a better place. That's what he's trying to do.
And of course, like I thought this while I was rewatching, because I rewatched season 2. Of course, Orwell is black. Because of course he is. Because he is presented with doing the best he can, just like the Velaryons. Like none of the Velaryons are like bad guys or whatever. They happen to be black too. Just annoying.
It's going to become. Well, I just brought up Nettles, Ryan, and that they got rid of the one canonical black character to completely screw up a storyline. I don't know how they're going to work that out in the end. It's going to be completely different.
Do you think that Daemon just fucks his daughter instead?
I'm trying not to spoil it, but maybe. I mean, they are Targaryens, so
yeah. I mean,
we do get to see a son make out with his mom this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, but yes. So Aemon is about to take his head off because Aegon has fled with Laris Strong, and he's saved at the last minute by saying, "Oh no, it was Laris."
Ironrod, right?
Yeah. Ironrod says no. Laris disappeared with Aegon too, and remember the reason they fled in the book. They flee right before something happens. It doesn't go down like this. I don't want to spoil that part. But in this, it's because Laris told Aemon that, or told Aegon that Aemon's going to kill him. which is completely different from the book too. And he finds out that Aegon is gone. And
I feel like maybe I don't know, maybe it's because I rewatched season 2 in a row, and it's like I wish we would have at least 1 or 2 more scenes of Aemond doing more intelligent and considered things instead of wacky, insane things all the time. Like not knowing anything about the situation, immediately goes to execute all while and still even asking what's happened if he even knows.
Yeah, like we've already got him in the unhinged phase.
Yeah, like I know it's like, yeah, but he is getting unhinged. I'm like, yeah. But like he was very intelligent in his introduction. That's like his whole thing. He outplays a lot of people. So I would like to see maybe 1 more scene of him doing something intelligent before he ends up in a particular way. Who could say?
So one of the things I thought about was specifically while rewatching, we don't really know how the dragons work or why the dragons work or all this stuff. You're right about how Aemond felt. Like it kind of the introduction to his character, and he was kind of this, you know, he was standing there and he was saying, yeah, I'd be willing to do whatever I needed to do. And he seemed a little more thoughtful and stuff. We've speculated a lot that maybe when you claim a dragon or when you ride a dragon, not only are you putting like a little bit of your personality into it, but maybe you're getting some of its personality. And the idea that Aemond started off a certain way, but then when he rides Vhagar, he gets a little bit of Vhagar in him and becomes a little more kind of impulsive and ready for war and like all of this other stuff, which I kind of find interesting. I don't know if it's real or not, or if that's just making things up, but I think it's possible. You know what I mean? So not only do you have Aemond, but you have 200 years of Vhagar, and you have everyone who's ever ridden him before, like a little bit of their personality kind of now within you as well.
Isn't would Vhagar not like have some characteristics of extreme experience though that would give some kind of deference to consideration? Maybe I get that Vhagar is reactive in a lot of circumstances. I totally get that, but I always took that as a sort of you will respect me or I will kill you because I am way older, way bigger, way more powerful than you. But at the same time, knows how shit works, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I really like Aemond still. I just, opening with, I'm going to decapitate the Maester, the Grand Maester, because I'm
Grand Maester.
Yeah. Weird shit's going on. It's like, dude, can we at least ask a few questions before you do that? Just 1 or 2.
We did ask him 1 question before he took his head.
He had to be like, can I at least know what I'm being accused of? And he's like, yeah, okay.
Sure. I think we can do that. But then we get to Aegon and Laris Clubfoot, and they are in I don't know who it's ravens, right? They're in a big cart with ravens.
Yeah, they're getting smuggled, trying to smuggle themselves.
They're getting smuggled through the Queen's lands, and they get stopped. Now, right before that, Aegon wants some milk of the poppy, and Laris is just like, "Oh, totally forgot it. You're going to be kicking this whole way. Have fun, kid." And Aegon's pretty much going, I am pathetic. I have no throne.
No dick.
No dick. My protector's a cripple. Then he gets stopped here. And this is, how did you put it, Mahler? This was the biggest Hail Mary of all time.
That was regarding kind of something else, actually.
Okay.
I may have described 2 things as Hail Marys, but this, because we didn't really get to talk about it, like, this felt a little off to me, and maybe you guys can make it make more sense to me, but it just feels like I thought Laris was a bit more intelligent than this. It feels weird that they've been thwarted by an average road stop. It's like, oh, shit. That's that, I guess. Would they have passed, do you think, if Aegon had just bent the knee?
Yeah.
Like, that was truly I think Laris should probably have really instilled in him how important that would be if it was to come up.
I mean, it's hard to, if you could predict those type of things, random kind of stops along,
But that's like the only thing to be concerned about. If we get stopped, it may very well be by the Queen's people, and there's a good chance we're going to have to swear fealty to the Queen. That's it.
Yes, and Laris is supposed to be smarter than this.
Well, what surprised me is that when they opened the door, They're just kind of sitting there. I actually thought they were fully encased by those ravens and that they were
Which
hidden
would
in
have
a
been more
secret compartment.
clever.
Yeah, and when they open it up, they're just sitting there. I was like, oh,
No,
okay, so you're not
that's-
trying to hide. I thought
This is
you
what
were
I mean.
trying to
This
hide.
whole thing felt weird to me. Like, oh wow, that's it. That's Laris.
Yeah,
Laris'
like you
plan.
figure it's the medieval equivalent of like hiding them in sort of in some sort of hidden compartment that would be assumed to just be part of the carriage instead of, oh, just open the door, they're right there. Oh, hey, yeah, by the way, man, you do need to kneel if they ask you to do this, otherwise we're gonna die. And then he doesn't, and now that's gonna like put them on a totally new trajectory.
And so
yeah, everything changes now.
Yeah, I think the lack of good hiding hidden compartment is the thing I take more issue with than the possibility of getting stopped by,
It's all of it for me.
Yeah, really, because
I
I
thought
think
better
like
of
a patrol,
Laris.
you can't really account for that random stops by, on many roads unless they go completely off road in the bush.
No, like he could never say how many stops there would be or where they would be. But if there is to be a stop, what you need to do.
Yeah, that's then.
I think he'd be prepared for it, have the people prepared for it. And this is all like trying to keep Aegon and Laris in the story because they're just gone. When they
that is part of the problem with some of these characters. I mean, look at Daemon last season, I guess I should say. It's kind of the same thing, right? Like, the story of Daemon is, hey, he fucks off for basically the next entirety of the book, right? But he's such a popular character, you have to have something for him to do. That's a little bit different than this, I guess, but it does seem kind of stupid for Laris to just not have a plan and even to let this happen based on what we've seen with the characters so far. Although
the point where there'd be speculation that he wanted this to happen on purpose. That's the kind of character he is.
Yeah. That's what I thought what was happening until it didn't happen. Right. So, I mean, the scene played out kind of dumb for me. It was just, that's why what I thought you said when you said Hail Mary at the end, he's just, so this guy says, all you have to do is bend the knee and swear fealty to Rhaenyra. That's all you have to do. It's like, it's really just a formality. Just do it and we'll let you pass. And Aegon, of course, can't do it, and which was funny when when they first asked him to do it, and his little twitchy, like the actor playing Aegon has made him so much more likable than he was in the book.
Yeah.
I like Aegon.
And Tom Glenn Carney, is that his name?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, nobody's good in this story, but I like the character. So when he's twitching a little bit, it was funny, but then it gets dumb. Like you won't do it, and then Laris just goes, "Oh, this is the king. This is Aegon. Here's his crown." It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, it really felt like wherever they're taking these characters, we're getting there fast, and we're going to stay there probably. I think Ryan might be right. They're going to be putting a holding pattern presumably for this season.
That's all you can do. For one, they're leaving early, so I'm not going to apologize for being a book nerd. They're leaving way early. Like this is happening earlier on than it's supposed to. And yeah, they disappear. So anything they do, they're going to have to fill in story. And I thought,
do we trust them to fill it in well? That's the thing at this point, and I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, we'll see. This is the only scene they have, and they don't go back to it. But they get out of it by they were going to take their heads, but they're like, oh no, Laris goes, no, it's actually better to take us as hostages, and we're going to get on a ship and we're going to go to Dragonstone.
So, I mean, the setup was kind of dumb and clunky. I don't take too much issue with Laris, like in this situation where he's not going to swear fealty to the queen, and that's in line with his character. He's stubborn. He thinks he's the king, and so I think that works well. Again, the setup was dumb, but the way the actors are portraying it, that's working. And then Laris is now, even though he should have done much better preparation to avoid it, is in a situation where, okay, we're about to be executed now because this guy will not swear fealty when it should. Like, if you just do it, that's problem solved, and it's not going to do it. And so what's his only other option to save their life is like, oh, by the way, he's the king. Don't kill him. It would have been better if he could have come up with something more clever to save their lives. But that seems to be like what they're trying to show, that this is his only option really to save him, is like, yeah, he's the king. Don't kill us. And so I'm like, I guess I can go with it. But again, it's the setup that's the stupid part for me.
Yeah, because it's obvious they're going to get out of it, whether you read the book or not.
The fact that they are like take us to Dragonstone is interesting, I guess.
It is.
I don't think they make it there though.
I'm guessing they don't. It's a long
That's
way.
my guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of things can happen on the road in the sea to Dragonstone. But as dumb as that was.
Oh, this woman.
It's disappointing that the main character of the show is so stupid.
This was what I said a Hail Mary about
Okay.
Gary, because basically she's saying, why in the world would Alicent do something so crazy as to come here and then promise me all that wonderful shit if it wasn't true?
I know, right?
Like what?
Like Alicent offered up the head of her own child as long as she saves the other people are safe, right? And she's going to just open the gates. It's going to be totally cool. Let's go, everybody. Why aren't you on board? And even even the White Worm like questions it.
Everyone looks at her like, "Are you a fucking retard? Like, what do you mean?"
And that's more than in character at this point.
That's I guess one of the main issues with the show. And I don't hate it in principle, right? The idea that they changed the ages a little bit to make this friendship between Alicent and Rhaenyra that wasn't really a thing in the books, but make it so prevalent and make it so important. I didn't have an issue when it started, and inherently, I guess I don't really have an issue with it. The major issue I have with it about the execution is that so much of it is done to be like, hey, look at how bloodthirsty and stupid men are when it comes to war and whatever. But then, so I don't like that idea in principle. But then, especially the execution, where it's like, oh, this is kind of fucking stupid. It gets tiresome. It gets tiresome when you know that these characters are doing really stupid things, but they're presented as, oh, they're the patient, gentle people who know better than the men.
There's a line in this episode that's particularly fucking rich. I've seen people in chat reference it already.
We'll get there.
Well, like there's another kind of depiction that I don't think they're intending, but it's kind of strong in this episode as a result. And it's that she is acting very emotionally and naively, where the guys who are more battle worn and understand combat and things like, no, this is a trap, this is stupid, and she's kind of acting like a dumb woman. And it's like, is that what they're intending to kind of show?
Whether they intended or not, they are proving that a woman should not sit on the Iron Throne at any point in time.
Because here's the thing, like I could, a smart woman who can perceive things, everything, could see that this is stupid. But I could see a dumb woman make this kind of stupid, naive mistake where it's like, oh, she would only do this if her intentions are pure because, she's a mother and she cares and we're friends and stuff. And it's like, I could kind of see a stupid woman doing that, but, I'm not sure that's what their intention is.
I mean, again, to remind everybody, right? Cersei, Daenerys, and Rhaenys have all done mass murder, crazy fucking genocidal shit.
Yep.
It's just, it's just like you guys want to put that in the history books, I guess. It's just like, it's a bit worrying.
I saw that scene going around on X when she trampled a lot of mothers and didn't burn the greens when she had a chance at the dragon pit and escaped. And they're like, pure cinema. And I'm like, this is the dumbest scene in almost all of Game of Thrones. It's in the top 5. And I'm counting later seasons of Game of Thrones. Jace tries to talk some sense into her, and he's making all the sense in the world. And she's not listening to him.
It follows suit with season 2. It got to a point where the Green Council meetings were kind of fascinating because you had so many conflicting interests and loads of backstabbing and a lot of intelligent characters trying to move the board in their own favor, and then backhanded plans that you see the results of. Black Council, where's Rhaenyra? She's not here today. Oh, okay. Cut to Rhaenyra with this stupid fucking worm talking about girl shit. It's just like, I hate this so much. Like, it's not fair, especially because there's so much cool shit to do with the Black Council. We never get any of it. It's just whining.
Yeah, and it's just Sarah's standing there with his hand on the hilt of his sword, looking very much like Daemon, actually. Desperately wanting action, desperately needing to do something, to the point where he just flies off to the Freys to negotiate with the Freys, right? He's doing everything in his power. I really do like Jacaerys. Which I think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to really like Jacaerys.
He got Rhaenyra the North.
Are you supposed to conclude, like, does the show believe what is apparent, which is, dude, he should be in charge already, even though he's like young. He's the one that's consistently like
Daemon
assessing the situation. Oh well, yeah, but in his absence, right? Because of the fact that he's not here for this whole time.
Well, it's just, obviously the idea would be that Daemon would be giving out orders and shit. The thing is, Jace is just doing what Daemon is doing as well, or was doing for all of season 2, which is basically just doing the right stuff, whether or not Rhaenyra okays it.
I think Jace is different than Daemon because he's not as bloodthirsty and impulsive at times, right?
Oh yeah, this is obviously yeah.
I think it's the grand irony of this entire story, right? That somebody who is a bastard, who shouldn't actually be inheriting the throne, is somebody who takes it so seriously and is taking this responsibility to like the next level. It's somebody who actually deserves to rule. Like that's kind of who Jace comes off as. And in this story, the people who are best suited to rule oftentimes aren't the ones who end up getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm also referring to both of the factors of like they can't deal with her indecisive, like soft, useless, delayed nature. So both of them end up just actually getting shit done. And unfortunately, obviously, in Jace's case, it gets him killed.
But I mean, it's, you know, the thing that's actually, it's someone else's fault, really, not his. You know, someone else was responsible for making that happen.
Another woman.
But again, I get the impression, we'll get to it, but they almost present him as slightly unhinged, like when he wants to, you know, essentially go off and be in the battle, which is contributing to, I don't think the show believes that Rhaenyra is like massively incompetent to the point that she essentially made this happen.
No, she is the heart and soul of this show.
As long as nobody's forgetting the sheer insane amount of times that she's left the Black Council in the dark, she hasn't told anybody what she's doing or what they need to do, and they're all left headless and just like losing ground. Which is why, like, when he's basically just like, no, we've talked about this before. We don't send you, Queen, on the fucking dragon into hell, because if you die, it fucks everything up. The fact that she's so flippantly, I know we haven't gotten to the scene yet, but where she's just like, if I die, you're king. There you go. I was actually like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it's a typical response, but I mean, it's pretty accurate response of somebody upset. All Jace needed to do was tell her to calm down after that, and it would have been fine.
Well, just like to lock her in her room, basically, like she's the child, and go do the work for it. I don't know. She earned this.
Well, yeah, I kind of like that part. It was a strong moment for Jace, and it's like she is being consistently stupid. So, I mean. Like it's in line with their character at this point. So,
but as everybody has pointed out, I don't think the writers see it that way.
No, I think
don't think the writers see it.
The show. She is the protagonist. She is like if there is a character that's meant to essentially be the hero of the story, it's her, which is just kind of silly.
It's hilarious. Just on X, seeing like we're a team black. It's like,
well, yeah, because I'd say the show is
sure
team
you want to be.
Well,
like that is the show. That is the
show is team black. Yes, it is.
Absolutely, the greens are the bad guys, the blacks are the good guys. But the whole like stabbing her dress shit, I'm not sure what exactly they were going for with that, other than
drama.
They're like, look how upset and angry she was. But I'd be like, but like that's a step further, right? Like, look how petty and weird and sort of
childish.
Yeah, childish. Which means to me we could be sending her in a particular direction from the writers. Like, do the writers have hope? Is my question on the Count of Rhaenyra.
Yeah, that's the question, because it's clear that you're supposed to, up to this point, feel like Rhaenyra was supposed to be queen, like Rhaenyra's getting
screwed over.
Like Rhaenyra is one of the people who's kind of trying to prevent global mass slaughter, not global, but you know what I mean, continental mass slaughter of everybody. You're 1,000% supposed to believe that now. Is it gonna feel that way 5 episodes from now, 7 episodes from now, season 4? I think, but I don't know. I hope that they do a better job, I guess, than they've done so far. Or maybe just a different job, because maybe this is their plan all along to start it off like this and maybe make it a little bit different. We can hope that. I don't know.
It's so funny that they're presenting these scene after scene after scene of Rhaenyra, and we're like, yeah, I get what you're putting down. I get what you're putting down. And then they eventually put down the final piece, and they're like, ta-da! We go, oh, that's not at all what that was.
Yeah.
And they could do that. Like,
they could do that.
But the complexity of it is she got screwed over. That's their point of view. But like, there's also, she fucked up a lot.
Oh, massively.
A lot. And like that has to be considered. Does it? No,
like all the problems seem to be coming from her. The fact that she was, had the bastard children, stuff like that for her own enjoyment.
And lied to the realm.
Like all of her actions showed consistently that she is not fit to rule. She shouldn't be the ruler. She is incompetent and selfish from the very beginning. She's been showing those character traits, and so they've actually been very consistent with that. But it does seem like the writers think that this is all girl power kind of stuff, that they're on her side, and so it's like, I wonder how it will show it at the end, just like what Mola was saying.
I will say as well, I hate the White Worm. I'm like the treasurer of that team, but it is interesting in this episode. They have a few shots of her reacting to Rhaenyra like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you insane? Like, with a couple of things here and there. So it's like, she's her biggest cheerleader, and the writers are having her be critical of Rhaenyra as well. All right. So, like I said, there could be some hope. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, there should be a change coming. We'll just say that. I don't know how soon and when. I guess we'll find out after this episode. But they certainly take their time getting there. So,
hey, look, my expression for the whole episode.
Like, what'll frustrate me, right, is if the next episode they're going to use Jace's death to validate, her dumb decision that's like, see, I should have gone, and if you let me go, and if you men didn't get in the way, like my son would be alive. And if they go down that route, that'll annoy me. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see later in the 8 episode seasons, and this is the second to last season, so they're ending at 4.
Which they should. They shouldn't try to drag it on anymore. I could 1,000% see them doing 5. I could also see them doing 10 episode seasons. But based on where we are now, they shouldn't drag it out anymore. Just because they could.
No, and hopefully, what did you guys say earlier? There's going to be 3 episodes of talking about this.
We're all going to have everyone in rooms talking about how everything just happened. Yeah.
I don't think that all the battles they got to do, I don't think they can do much of that in 8 episodes. I'll just say that.
They couldn't do, I was thinking about this, the way they did like Battle of the Burning Mill and stuff like that.
Yep.
They could do some of these battles that way. And actually, I think that was like, not everyone can be like that, but they can do things like that where it happens and we get the importance of it without getting all like the gratuitous over the top. Oh, we just watched 20 minutes of fucking violence, because it's not necessary, I suppose, to get the point across, if that makes sense.
Sure.
But we want to see gratuitous violence as well in the right moments. It's very important that we
do.
See it.
Yeah, and I have a question about that with the fight between the Lannisters and Daemon, where it's like it just comes in the aftermath. Wasn't that the big build-up confrontation in the end of last season, that they're all marching on Harrenhal and there was going to be a big battle?
Yeah,
they're the Golden Tooth, right? And the Lannisters said they won't march without Vhagar. That's what happened at the end of season 2, right?
I can't remember now.
What was that? Say again.
The Lannisters, they got to the Golden Tooth and they said, we're not going to march without Vhagar. And then Aemond got that news and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, they will not be able to summon me. But at the same time, makes sense.
Well,
we wouldn't
battles still happen. We just saw the end of them. But those battles definitely happened in the book, and they were bloody.
See, I with the
They
build
did that
up,
with the Bracken and Blackwoods, the Battle of the Burning Mill last season too. So
see, that was a bit of a blue ball for me. Whereas like there was a build up, and then we just see the aftermath. I was like, oh, it would have been good to see the confrontation and the big battle.
I feel like they do have to pick and choose a little bit from just a production standpoint. But
yeah, I mean, as long as the politicking is fun, that's what we liked the most about Game of Thrones. The thing is, it's not really fun or smart at this point. It's all kind of people doing really dumb shit, like Alicent leaving twice to go to Dragonstone.
Well, and it's unfortunate she's at the point where when we begin a scene and it's like, this is an Alicent scene, I'm like, okay.
So she's being summoned by the king.
The King's Guard, by the way, Gary. Garp, right?
Yeah, that's Garp. Garp from One Piece
Background
right there. You got like 2 lines.
He took her fishing last season.
He did. And Aemon Targaryen is sitting the throne. The Prince Regent has now called himself king because Aegon has abdicated the throne.
I do enjoy Alice, like the actress who plays Alicent, her expressions and like her eyes. You know what I mean? Especially in this sequence where she rolls in there and you see Aemon on the throne and you're like, how is she going to get out of this? Could she really play this stupid? But yeah, I enjoy her acting maybe more than a lot of other of the characters in this show, I suppose.
Well, I thought something was going to come up with this because he finally asked, where have you been? You were missing for days.
I was in the Godswood, Aemon. I haven't been of much use here lately. Yeah.
Which to me didn't feel very satisfying. I was like, really? There's like, are you not just exposed at this point with the amount you've been doing? Does nobody else know? Like, okay, fine.
They could really use a master of whisperers and spies because they don't have those anywhere.
Well, it was Laris, right? And he's been fired or he's ran away. So
he's ran away.
Didn't he have like a number 2, called Bill?
Yeah, don't you have somebody like waiting in the wings? Yeah.
Not to go to bat too hard for this, but I think they did say, right, like that they didn't have a Master of Whispers for a long time because Viserys didn't like them.
Yep.
Aegon instituted Laris recently.
So yeah, he asked Mom, where were you? And as Ryan said, I was just in the Godswood because I'm useless. And he's all, okay. And he tells her, so she's expecting Rhaenyra to come in. And he's like, oh, no, we got this handled. We got the Triarchy. They're on their way. We got 1,500 or I can't, 1,500 or 1,000? 15,000 high tower men. On their way. So yeah, we're good. It's just a matter of time. We got to wait. I'm going to stay here.
It's a solid shout that he's kind of terrified at this point after what happened in season 2 where he saw the 3 dragons at once.
Yep.
Rhaenyra's got what in total now? 7, is it? Dragons on her team, not counting Sheepstealer, of course.
Which would now mean that it's 6.
Well,
I guess so.
Regardless, he's not feeling as strong as he used to.
Yes. Sorry, I was doing my little count there.
If we can count like the little baby ones, maybe there's like 8 or something. But yeah, around that.
So Aemon's got it all worked out, and Alicent's a little shocked by this, and she really needs him to go to Harrenhal, like badly. And she has no idea that Aegon left, and she's surprised by it. He was supposed to be bedridden, but Laris has taken him. She doesn't know why.
Yeah, they didn't, as part of her big old treason, she didn't discuss like, so hey, by the way, if I get home and everything is upside down, what's the plan? And they just didn't discuss that. So ripperoonie, I guess.
Yeah, they just thought it would work out. And it hasn't so far. Yeah, she's a little shocked to see him on the throne as well. But yeah. other than that, that's all the scene was. I thought they like, even in the trailer, they set it up like, well, we're going to see Alicent have to explain herself, and she just didn't. Like, it was so wow.
It's like, how long were you gone? And that's one of the questions with the whole Dragonstone, Rhaenyra going to King's Landing, Alicent going there. It is one of the questions that emerges because we do care about the time that it takes to do these things. It is important with the world. And yes, they're very close. Like that Dragonstone and King's Landing are very close, but it still kind of matters for her to be like, I was in the Godswood. What were you in the Godswood for a day and a half? You know, were we in the Godswood for 3 hours?
Camp out there, yeah.
That does kind of matter.
It does, and it wasn't addressed at all. And yeah, we could just get to the next scene. I guess we can go to Daemon.
Corlys.
Is it Corlys? It is Corlys.
I mean, that was Corlys.
Oh well, briefly Corlys, but then Daemon.
Yes.
We see instead of Corlys standing on the dock, he's standing on the ship.
On the ship, and they're getting ready. Well, they're in the blockade, and they're still, still working off the talk he had with, he's still trying to work it out with his kid, and then we get to the end of a battle.
I did like the little we get here, though. To be honest, actually, I like the scene in general. To be honest,
they gave us a little bit more than the battle is over. They gave us the end of it, basically. We're just like, all right.
Yeah. So the river lords, the rivermen like to bury their dead in the mud. And Daemon's like, I could just burn them all. What did you say, Fringy? Just dig a big hole. That's all but he's all, that's not our way.
Yes, I concur.
It's fun too that he said we could just burn them to prevent the plague. In the background, it's just Caraxes is like burning shit anyway. They're in sync.
Yeah. As soon as he said it, he started burning bodies. He's like, wow, that was
such a cool dragon.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy. But then he wants to pursue the Lannister army. They were going towards, where were they going, Ryan? They were going towards, God, my brain is fried today.
I know that they're fighting the Lannisters, and you obviously get a very clear indication of that when they come down with someone's head. But I
think doesn't the scene open? There's like a wide shot where someone's killing a fucking lion.
Killing a lion,
yeah. You just have
that's what they open up with.
Yeah, which is kind of wild.
Stuck in there.
Yep. So it's pretty brutal. And he's Daemon takes out a guy right there, like kills him pretty slowly.
I love that sword.
It's a good sword. Dark Sister.
Sexy. Actually,
Daemon's just fucking awesome. And like, of all the characters, every time he's on screen, it doesn't matter if he's actually fighting. It doesn't matter if there's too many other people. It doesn't matter if he's going through an acid trip at Harrenhal. Matt Smith is excellent, and Daemon is the most interesting character in the show.
I am always completely interested in whatever he's doing. Yeah, really excellent casting. He's been fun throughout. So, like you said, he could be doing his taxes, and I'll be like, let's do it. Let's go.
I'd be interested. So they see another army coming out, and it's well, we can't say it's not all the Starks, but it's the old men of winter, all the graybeards that were sent out to go die because winter is coming, and they are there specifically to die. And there's Roddy the Ruin, and they delivered a line that was actually in the book, and we've come to serve Queen Rhaenyra, and we've come to die. And he throws out the Lannister head. I always get the two mixed up.
Not Tyland.
Not Tyland.
Tyland's the only one I remember. What's the other one?
Jason.
Oh.
yeah. Isn't it Jason?
Jason.
Am I wrong with that?
One of the twins.
You might be right, yeah.
Jason.
Yeah.
And he's like, great. We got some more guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. Right there. Because he had taken off. So they're like, oh, let's go. Let's go. So he's like, yeah, we need to go chase down the rest of the Lannisters. They're very happy about it. What's this actor's name again?
Tommy Flanagan.
Yes, Tommy Flanagan. That's brilliant.
People will know him from Braveheart, probably.
Yes.
Some lovely cinematography in this show.
It is.
It was in.
And they were hitting on some beats in the book, right? Where the dude was raping the girl in the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
And Gwen sees
Thank God
it.
they got Gwen sees it, and he's like, "You need to do something about it."
It's like
let me
it's a half
strategically
decent
skip
person.
past
I was
that.
like, okay, he's a guy that wants to be a good knight. It's like he's probably gonna die then.
I love that Cole's had his crazy existential crisis and now he's just painting.
Yeah, he's just black pilled and he's just waiting to die.
Yeah, it's like it's all meaningless. We're all ash. Anyway, I'm gonna paint.
Yep. Dude, that talk he has at the end of season 2 in the final episode, where he's
I'm
just
telling you, like
In the forest.
yeah, where he's like, "We're all headed to ruin. We're all gonna die."
The broader fandom for this show despises Cole. I think we're some of the few pieces of the fandom that are like, I don't know, Cole's I kind of like him.
Yeah.
He's kind of fun.
Painting his shield.
It's not like you're rooting for him necessarily, and he's like done some very questionable things. I mean, like, look, beating the gay dude to death was based. Obviously, he got a lot of fans because of that. But, but he's done some questionable things. However, especially from what would you say, like Rook's Rest on, like once he sees what he's done. Even if he's not taking the actions that are maybe the most moral or whatever, you kind of do get it when it comes to
You get
like him going against Alicent and then Alicent getting pissed at him and he's like, haven't I spared you? Like, we're past this point. It's for the drag. Like they're going to fight. A bunch of people are going to die, and I'm trying to spare you from all this, and I'm just doing the best that I can. He's like a broken person, you know.
And in addition to that, how much do you think is also a victim of abuse and stuff where like Rhaenyra basically screwed this guy over by seducing him and then that set him down. And so his real order, then that goes to crap. And then he's about to commit suicide. And then the other queen comes in and he hooks up with her and he's like, I know he's made dumb choices, but at the same time, the people around him have also screwed him over a lot as well.
Isn't that a line from season 2 where he's like, my weakness with women has destroyed my whole life?
Yeah, grief after grief. Very funny line.
He was raped from a certain perspective.
That's kind of
by 2 women in power, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like if we don't know exactly how everything started with Alicent. We don't know how that exactly came about. But if the queen's telling you to do this, what are you going to do? And he wanted to fuck Rhaenyra. We all understand. We're not all fucking retards and pussies here. But from that perspective, he tried to stop that in a way and was ordered to do so.
Yep.
You know?
And
ends up falling in love.
He loses his mind at the end of season 1 when the Beesbury shit and just getting him way over his head. And then like the petty shit with the twins and at the beginning of season 2, but then with the Rook's Rest stuff and all the sacking and leading he does, he starts to like climb the ladder again because he's super competent. He's like a pretty good leader and loads of people hate him despite him basically just following orders at that point and doing it well. And then, you know, the plan with Aemond and then watching everything go to shit as his king arrives and gets fucked up and still trying to lead men and then just basically becoming nihilistic on like, wow, so the dragons are just going to melt everything. We're fucked. It's been an easy watch of just watching this guy try to live in this horrible world and feel like I kind of get it, man.
Yeah. No, the existential crisis is very believable and it actually made him way more human at the end. I dug it. Thought it was great. But yeah, he doesn't care very much right now. And this would all be well and good if we hadn't had a bunch of people marching to battle in the previous at the end of season 2, and we're wading through all this stuff. And it just feels obligatory. It's like we need to remind you these characters are here. It's like, why? Like,
when you told me that, you know, season 3 was starting up and we were getting the Gullet in the first episode, I was like, really? It just seems out of convention for a TV show to want to explode on the first episode, but like that they should because of everything they've done up to that point.
Yep.
But I was convinced we probably would get a whole episode of, by the way, This is where everyone is. Everyone. This is where and you can
Well,
make
yeah.
it good. It's just that technically you should just go straight away. But no, this episode kind of does both of those things. It's like, yes, you get the big battle, but man, do we get a lot of, hey, by the way, this is where this person is. And you're like, I know.
Which, I mean, it is a consequence of taking, because if it was episode 9, the show wouldn't feel, they can do a previously on as much as they want, but like they probably even understood you got to get people sort of, there'll be people who didn't rewatch it. There'll be people who need to sort of get caught up. And I mean, it kind of just highlights that this should have happened last season, because a lot of this probably wouldn't have happened, or it would have been much more brief so that we could get into the battle quicker. And the battle would probably have taken up more of the episode.
And some of it does feel brief in a way, right?
Some of it.
So some of it does feel like a Cliff Notes to try to get you caught back up with some of the stuff that's happening. I also think that if this episode is episode 9, we don't get in the finale, we don't get the random marching sequences of all these armies coming together. Like that felt like it was so added last minute,
right?
Or the finale to try to be like, oh, here's the buildup. Here you go. We're gonna fight. We promise. I don't know if you need that in the last episode of season 2. If they're actually going to do this episode next.
I was expecting some buildup, but not this much. And it just felt off.
I mean, some of it wasn't even buildup. Some of it was just like, hey, we'll just toss this in here, have this scene. You're like, okay, thank you. Anyway.
And after watching this episode, if they were going to do that, like, I'm not a fan of any of this Sheepstealer shit, but they should have done that last season. That should have been taken care of. That took up way too much time in this episode. And the thing is, it was still too fast. It was, she gets on, we'll get there. Just like there was just,
say, Gary, they did do it last season and this season.
Yeah.
They did both fucking seasons.
And if you stack all those scenes together, it's probably like 4 minutes of time. It seems like an hour.
It does.
Because you're just sick of it.
There's even a point later on where I thought they were going back to her and fucking went, no, but it wasn't.
This moment, by the way, just to capture Cole's character, he's like, one of the men is, like a woman or whatever the fuck. And then Cole's just like, hang him then.
Yep. Go ahead and hang him. Do it. And Gwen's like, you have to do it. You're the leader. Make a statement. He's all, okay.
Well, we're all going to die anyway.
We're all going to die anyway.
Do you think that, because we see him like painting, like, because that's the Cole sigil on his shield, right? Is that an indication that he's kind of like embracing that aspect of him and rejecting the fact that he's Kingsguard and the fact that he's fighting for a Targaryen, like just some semblance of, like individualism almost?
Yes.
I feel like I like him more than the show does. And so I'm hoping they give him something before he's inevitably going to die. Just something to seal off this story. Like
he's gonna what do you mean he's gonna die?
I think everyone's dying. But especially the guy who, he's just in this story. He's basically just weaved and bobbed through it. Like when he was made hand, I just love that sequence of him being like, "What? What the fuck am I hand? What?" But it's not like he's done a good job,
I think the actor's been fantastic.
Yes,
I meant
done a great job.
Cole did a good job as like leading the armies and shit. But no, yeah, the actor's been great.
It's because in the book, you are not supposed to like this guy.
No,
at all. And I feel like even in the show, once you get to like a certain part, you're like, oh, fuck Criston Cole. But then they do absolutely turn it around. And same way they do kind of Aegon in a way. And maybe that's something that we don't give the show enough credit for, because
they did it with the series,
Rhaenyra and stuff like that.
You
have these characters who you start off really like despising and discarding, who, because whether it's just performances or whether it's also due to the writing in some ways, you do start to be like, okay, I get it and I feel for him,
Well, it's just he begins in terms of becoming more of an active participant. It's just he's very scorned and bitter. But then when you transition him into this, persistent existential crisis, recognizes how small he is in the grand scheme of things, and that it leads into this sort of apathy. It's just more dynamic than if he just remained like a bitter asshole.
I think key is if he became a whiny, like, we're all gonna die, everything's horrible, I don't want to die, versus he gets the job fucking done, barely even complains about it, just talks about the reality that we're all fucked. Anyway, moving on. It's like, this guy's kind of cool.
Yep. So
this is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't hate these scenes. It's just, man,
Spend too much time with him.
where are they waiting?
Somewhere vaguely near Harrenhal, I guess.
Somewhere vaguely near Harrenhal.
Near the God's Eye, right? That's what they said.
It had to be.
Yeah, because Adam goes to Harrenhal with Rhaenyra, like travels all the way there, and the other ones, I guess, are just chilling somewhere else.
Because that's not Harrenhal in the background. Harrenhal is more spies than that.
So the eye part of the God's Eye is the Isle of Faces. So that's important, and that should come up later, Ryan. Hopefully it does. That's kind of one of the things I want to see.
There's no way it can.
Yeah.
Why would you show a green man
again?
Yes.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
If you weren't going to do something with that.
Well, yeah, it's weird because the green man are described. It's vague. It's the way George does things. It's vague. It could be just they are men and they dress a certain way, or they could be supernatural creatures. I guess it depends on how you look at it. They're definitely supernatural creatures, or at least they're projected that way, maybe by somebody else. But they're there. And they're mixing way more of the mystical into this than I thought they would, right? In that rewatch of the last episode of season 2, when
visions.
Well, the night right before the visions, I'm forgetting the knight's name. He gets it, and you hear traitor whispered, in the leaves, and it's I mean, I like that stuff, but it was crazy to see another green man in this. I was like, what?
So they have to set something up with.
Yeah.
It's impossible for them not to, but I mean, I guess it's not technically, but it would be wild if they didn't get a little more involved with it. They've already done way more than I think any of us expected.
Well, yeah, the Daemon visions were nuts.
They got to pay off.
It's not like I said, I don't even dislike these scenes. It's just that, like, the more I see scenes like this, the less like we're getting of the major battle scenes, and the longer it's taking to get there. It's just
you don't want to hear about Ulf getting raped.
Not right now.
Yeah, Red Priest by a priest of R'hllor. Yeah,
I appreciate that he wanted a castle. I was like, I connect with that. Yeah, I get.
Yeah, that part was fun. We both chuckled. We all of us chuckled at that.
It's fun. It's
like, hey, you know, being a knight, you get more women. I get more with the castle.
Just basic banter that shows the difference between the three characters. I'm fine with that. It's all fine.
And it probably will be important down the line as well.
Yeah.
And they're really portraying Hugh differently than they did in the books. His character is way different than he is in the books, and I like it. I actually like
it too.
Yeah, I like it. Because in the books they were both portrayed kind of as shits.
Yeah.
And that he's way more honorable. So I think that's a good distinction. I think that's a good change they've done. But yeah.
Yay.
But we did. Yeah. Show the green man. Go back to show the green man.
That's not yet. That's later.
Is that later? Okay.
That's another the next scene.
This shit.
Oh, fuck. This is because I'm trying to block this out of my mind.
We can mostly skip these. They're just annoying scenes.
So
they really are.
Yeah. She eventually gets
dumped on a mountaintop,
and she's hungry and she's starving, and Sheepstealer comes back and pukes up some sheep and cooks in the later scenes. I'm just trying. We're gonna fucking rush through all this. So yeah, she jumps on Sheepstealer and rides him, then gets dumped off, and then Sheepstealer comes back and pukes out some sheep for her and cooks it for her and says, "Here, have some." Throws it to her, kind of, and then she eats it, and they're bonded. That was it. Great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dumb thing, but when she starts eating the sheep, the meat is like falling apart in her hands. It looked really tender.
Listen, dragons know how to cook sheep. Okay,
magical fire. Okay,
Shad's like, that actually looks pretty good. I like that barbecue.
Yeah.
She's writing a letter
Because she's screwed
to a
up.
high tower. Okay, we'll eventually see who that is. And then she asks Helena if she knew Aegon was gone. She says no. And she knows pretty much everything through her dreams and her visions. And she knows everybody's fate, and she's just kind of waiting. And Alicent even asked her, like, would you think about leaving? She's like, where would I go? You know, like, where the hell would I go? And then Aemon comes, was it? Oh, so no, she's going to hand off this letter it's orders from the king. And then Helena goes, the king? And she's like, shut up.
So
I'd shut up, you autistic bitch.
Yes.
Just go with it. Yeah.
what's the through line? What's the strategy here? Because I think I missed it, because she promised Rhaenyra that she was going to send her son as it's going to be a sacrifice if he's at Harrenhal, is it? I forget where she needed to go. But
he needs to go to Harrenhal. Yeah.
Well,
and now he doesn't want to go. And so she's like, okay, now this is going to screw up everything.
This letter holds off the high towers, right? Tells them to wait.
Yep.
Okay.
So then it rush into anything.
And then she's going to try and convince it's Aemon to go.
She is doing some major treason here, like some big time treason.
She's treasoning all over the place with everybody. To be honest with you, man,
she's doing her best.
I've lost interest in Alicent because it's just hard to track her as a character. She's so flimsy and spineless.
Well, and I guess she's not really supposed to be in the story. Coming up, she's going to be out of the story completely, like utterly and completely out of the story. I'm not going to say she lives or dies, but she's going to be out of the story. They've changed that radically, and like we are going to get. I know through a couple of spoiler-free reviews I've already seen, we're getting way more Alicent and Rhaenyra stuff with them together.
It's just impossible. It can't happen. Every next scene that puts them together is increasingly frustrating.
Yeah. And I remember all the way back when they first had their crazy secret meeting, we were already like, ooh.
Yep. Then they did it again.
By the time we get to the 17th one, we're going to be like, guys,
like, somebody's got to notice this. So King's instructions. And then we get Corlys having a little drink with this bastard.
Basically being like, are we cool? And he's like, I guess.
No. I guess.
You know, I do like the son here. He's actually a character that I was like, okay, he seems solid. He seems decent. And he, like, out of what happened in the episode, it built his character up even more. And
I was going to say, you must be rooting for him.
Yeah. Now, this is probably the next character now that I'm like, okay, give me more of this guy. He seems cool.
So I guess up to this point, like when you take all of season 2 and all their interactions, like it's somewhat you're like, all right, fucking have a character, you know what I mean? Instead of just being kind of a stoic, a little bit pissed that he never acknowledged you, not really wanting this thing, like not really embracing it either. Have a fucking character. And you do get more of that in this episode, which is nice. Mm-hmm. But it took a while for us to get.
Well, it didn't break until like the very end of last season when he,
well, yeah, I mean,
said, I don't want your help.
This scene is basically like, hey, so last season our thing was figuring out the truth and then you yelling at me for being a shit dad. This scene is like, so can we do the next thing then? Like, I was a shit dad. What are we doing now? And it's like, yeah, okay, share a drink together. And it's like, we're somewhat good, which then leads into the Corlys story for this episode. I think is pretty good.
Yep.
He's probably the best part of this episode.
He's the MVP of this episode.
The best character who gets such
him
a
and Alyn.
Well, they also
together.
show a good moment of bravery and competency with sailing through that narrow section. I like that. I thought it was like,
it's nice that we got to see that. It's nice that we get to see.
Oh God, did he deserve it?
Legend.
the hyper mega ultra captain man finally got to be on a boat doing boat things.
That's the thing. He was, and that's the frustrating part, especially when you do a full rewatch of season 2. It's like this man's his boots are glued to the fucking dock to go back and have the same conversation over and over and over again. And we did get to see finally some cool shit, and we got like teased with it last year. You know, when he actually gets on a boat and ready for battle, and it finally pays off in this.
I like the reaction because after they have the little drink and then, you know, we see enemy sails and Alyn like jumps up and kind of panics and Corlys just slowly stands up. He's all, I've been waiting for this for 2 seasons.
He finishes his drink and is like,
time
to go to work.
Yep. Bring my armor. And Lohar. Oh yeah. Philosophy tube.
Wanted nothing but death for this character since the introduction. Just like, please. It's just an annoying fucking plot thread, you know.
It's annoying. I'm gonna be honest. It's annoying because it's a fucking trans person, and we all know who it is. Like that's part of the problem and why this shit is annoying. If it was a normal casting, I wouldn't find it quite as annoying. But it's a fucking trans person, and like we know why they were cast. We know what is happening, and it's fucking infuriating. I'm just gonna be honest.
From all those great video essays, come on.
I can't remember last season if they established this character to be a male or a female, and I'm looking at the character, and all I can see.
I'm pretty sure
is a dude pretending
they
to
said
be a woman.
They say he
last season,
and then they start saying she in this season.
They say she in this season. So. And the character in the book is written as flamboyant, right?
Yes,
so
that is true. Like the character is written to be like, I don't know if the character is written to be trans. Well, let's put it that way.
I don't know if the character was written to be gay.
Yes, that's what it feels like.
That's what I got the feeling of. But because in the book, Lohar dies over a dude, like what was Black Swan or something like that, right? they there's some fight over a paramour and a rival lover kills Lohar, but they changed that. So Lohar took the deal with Tywin Lannister just to get to the sea snake. It was nothing. He didn't care about the king.
It was just to pillage Driftmark, just fuck up Corlys Velaryon because of all those
high tide and sack high tide.
Yes. Yeah. And I did like Shad said, I did like when it's a little bit in the future, but I did like when they are going through that narrow passageway and you get so much sailing stuff because what we have come to know about Corlys.
Again, the production value can't be undersold of this. I mean, this looks better than a Marvel movie. 1,000 times better than a Marvel movie. The ships look great. The armor looks great. The dragons look great. The dragons flying around looks fucking great. Everything looks great.
And on the surface level, I could just sit back and enjoy the eye candy basically. And there are some good story moments as well that hooked me in and I was able to enjoy. Then there are those other moments as well.
I like Lannister armor. Lannister armor is fucking cool.
It's great. I like the pauldrons, especially. It's got segments, but then they've integrated the pattern to going over those segments. I'm like, I appreciate that. Those are some.
Yeah, I'd rock that. I'd wear that all the time. So they are going to go after the sea snake himself, and they have a lot of ships. How many ships did they say they had?
Who know which side? Because they say
the Triarchy.
The Triarchy have more and surround them, right? I think.
I thought they said like 350 ships.
It's a lot.
Yeah. They had more than Corlys and the blockade, which I think was like 100 ships. Yeah, they said chat. I'm pretty sure they said 350 and Corlys had like 100. Something around 100. And we're like, okay, we're going to get the battle. Let's go. And then
it's like every scene for the middle part of this episode. Here comes the battle. Hang on. Here comes the wait a sec. Here comes the okay. Yeah, you can have a bit of it, but we got to pick out something else.
And I want to be clear to anybody new that the things I think all of us, I don't want to speak for all of us, but I think I will here. All of us liked about the early seasons of Game of Thrones and Night of the Seven Kingdoms was the scenes between the battles, the politicking. That was the best stuff because that makes your battle feel like, well, warranted and authentic in the story instead of it just happening. But right now I'm just like, can I get a battle so I don't have to see fucking Sheepstealer again? Please.
Well, because the battles are still important. The battles are the ultimate payoff for all the politicking and stuff.
Yeah.
And because you are invested, it makes them so much more satisfying when they happen.
The reason they're so fucking awesome is because it's loads of payoffs that are quicker and usually more spectacular. You get a lot of crazy ones. You know, like when we were talking about one of the best payoffs of season 1 was an old man walking across fucking hall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, because of what it means, right? But a lot of battles basically give us like a character taking the life of another character is like, that's big shit. That ends up prompting you to talk about their whole journey and why they made that decision and maybe get some cool choreography or whatever. But what I'm getting at is like, yeah, of course, we all love battles, not just for the crazy colors that you get to see on screens, everything explodes, but also because it just prompts characters to take final actions. And it's like, ooh, interesting shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this series does when it's doing things right. That's the thing that really hooks you in, where it makes the battles mean something and you're really invested, where in so much of the other shows we've been reviewing, it's just stupid action with, I think of Daredevil Born Again, where a lot of the fights were just like he's fighting something because he's fighting and you're not invested and you don't give a crap.
You talking about when he fought Kingpin for no reason?
Yeah, they just have a fight and then he leaves because they realize that they need to get a fight. I hate that show. Don't remind me of that fucking show. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, where in this, the battle's really important, and you're like, okay, and you want to see the outcome of it, and
it's so much build up to it, right? And sometimes the build up is better than other times. But when it is good and it feels rewarding and like you're not just watching slop, you have an emotional connection to the characters, you understand their intentions, you understand their motivations. And it does make the battle scenes more than just watching a random Marvel action scene in 2026. When it's
Watchers on the Wall, Blackwater.
Oh God, that
exactly. And I think that while I don't think that this sequence is Watchers on the Wall, certainly I think when watching this and this action sequence that happens at the end, I think you have much more connection to the characters and understanding of what's going on and what it means than most shows that we watch, even if not everything is perfect in between.
No joke. Like when they, because we know what happens to Jace, it almost happens to him earlier on. And as he was pulling down, I thought that was the moment where they're going to, and I was feeling like invested. I was like, nah, come on. And then when, she swoops in and saved him, I felt more emotion in that than anything I've ever felt.
That was cool.
It was really good, actually. Yeah. And it's like for a show when a woman saved it was really good. Especially if you've read the book. Especially if you know how everything ends, you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yep. So Sheepstealer, yay, we can go right back.
Yay, Sheepstealer. Yay. Oh, this is where they get the word from.
Sorry. This guy's armor was peak. I was just like, that's awesome. I love it.
If I can get a good view of it.
Can we go back and look at the dragon real quick?
Oh, gotta be careful for copyright, I'm just worried. You remember where it shows up?
Isn't it right?
I think it's right
very close to the beginning of the sequence. He's like in the there he is. Look at him.
Yeah. Look at that little guy.
Fighting age, pretty much, right?
That's
what they've said. It has no rider yet.
Oh, it has a rider.
It has a rider.
Carry on.
Which is another thing I think they're going to be changing, but we'll see. But we do get to see another high tower. Ormond
Hightower. I love that dragon. I mean, that's the dragon we just got a glimpse of, right?
Flying.
I love so much about this scene. Like the tents, they look properly medieval. The armor of the soldiers and the people around him. The guys is wearing a Kotahade and stuff like that. Like this is where some of the set designs and the effort that they go to in this series is peak. It's really good. The biting on the horses and the detail. Like this is gorgeous. I was just like I'm drinking it in this.
So the messenger smells like shit, and he had to smell a little perfume.
Yeah,
that was funny. But he wrote in with haste, so
yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't have time.
Yeah, how long was it? How long did it take between when Alicent wrote this? Again, it's a question about how long things take in Westeros.
They like to play with being vague. They use it to their advantage. They try to anyway, but sometimes it's a little bit questionable.
This is insane of Alicent, though, because there's no reason why this wouldn't get back to Aemond pretty quickly as a thing that happened.
Yeah. He doesn't know to keep it secret, and so the word will get around. And she's saying it was from the king, wasn't it? Like he received it from the king.
It's
She says King Aemon Targaryen first.
Yeah, it's signed by as him.
Is what it is.
And Ormond just goes, "Oh, he's king now, huh?"
Yeah. You may recognize him.
That's Brasso from Andor.
Shit!
I would not have even noticed.
No, I would. That show's burned into my mind.
I was looking at the crest on his gorget. I was like, that's a good little detail.
So back to Alicent.
Oh, this scene.
This scene.
Sorry. Do you think they threw it in? You think they threw it in just because it's messed up and they want the shock value in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
100%. There was no other reason. I mean, we know he's got
these scenes at this point, like with Laris and the foot stuff.
You were gonna say it, Gary. We know he has mommy issues.
We know he has mommy issues.
We saw that in last season. Yeah, and all of Alicent's kids do.
Yeah,
right. With the exception of Daemon, who's completely removed from his mother, and
Gwaine
says, "Yeah, it's probably like a fucking good thing."
Yeah, he does.
That's what Gwaine says last season.
Yeah,
and it's true to a certain extent. Like this entire family's fucked up.
We remember she's the one that says it. Because he says, "Oh, it's better they've grown up against the red, outside of the Red Keep." And then she's like, "Well, maybe away from me." And he's like, "Oh, you did the best you could."
Yeah,
yeah, and that is a common theme in a lot of A Song of Ice and Fire stuff. Is parents that do certain things to their kids, and then kids that then repeat those things even unwillingly or subconsciously towards their children, and Otto used Alicent. There's no question about it. Used Alicent to gain power. And then subsequently she treated her children like that because of a feud that she had with Rhaenyra. And what happens? That feud then passes on to their children, and it's too late for anyone to do anything, because they've instilled that in them.
Good
well,
summary.
They conveyed that so well in Night of the Seven Kingdoms with Egg, where if Egg stayed with his family, he was going to basically murder his brother, and he realized that and needed to escape it. And Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's
an unfortunate thing for this show. Is A Night of the Seven Kingdoms came out this year, right before it, and we can compare them. And A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is better.
It's borderline immaculate. So it's that. But to sort of highlight what you were talking about, all the scenes with Otto in season 2 are so fucking good. And one of the last ones with Alicent, right, where she basically is falling apart. Is like, I need my dad, help me. I need to explain my failings. And he's like, I'd rather not hear about it.
Yes, like 1,000%. And the amount of times that Alicent kind of walks away from her kids when they clearly need her.
Yeah.
Like, it is passed on.
It is.
And it's a theme in A Song of Ice and Fire. It's a theme in this show. And sometimes it's executed better than others. But yeah, she's sitting there having like a mental breakdown over all this stuff that's happened. And she's like, I have sinned. And Otto's just like, I do not wish to hear of it.
I missed him. Bring him back.
I know.
And Otto is just saying, hey, be a politician when I'm gone. And she's desperately trying to look for some parental advice. And he's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I gave you advice. You didn't listen.
Yeah, I hoard out your 15-year-old ass so you can be a queen. Just be grateful, okay?
Yeah.
But like, it's what makes the character interesting to me because he fucked up the prior scene, right? Like, he got way too emotional with Aegon, lost his entire position, lost all of his leverage.
Well, it's hard not to get emotional.
Oh, of course. Rat catchers. I love that.
Insolent pup.
When he has that moment of appreciating Viserys and how much he misses him, it's like, oh.
Yep. Hold the fort, Mahler. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, to further praise that scene when he's like, my father, chose me as heir, and then you just have that pause, and he's like, "Is that what you think?"
Yeah, that was it. And that was a fatal error.
Yeah,
ultimately.
He had a couple of fatal errors,
but it's again, I think what they did with Aegon. Which is why when you go back and look at last season, when you rewatch all last season and you take it in its full context, there were some problems, especially pacing issues and what we expected versus what we got. There's some good stuff in there, and I like a lot of the Aegon stuff. To turn this person who you were very much intended to dislike in a major way throughout the entirety of season 1 and even in the beginning of season 2, you have a lot of sympathy for him because to some extent, is he a piece of shit? Does he make bad decisions? Yes. But also look at the environment and look at the fact that this person was never actually meant to be king. He was never raised or trained to be king. He was never supposed to be ready for any of this. And he gets used as a pawn by his power-hungry, kind of revenge-driven in some ways, parents or grandparents.
You can tell when rewatching season 2 that they set out to give Aegon more to like about him. Yes. Immediately giving him friends, immediately giving him like these normal aspects to his life. Because remember, at the end of season 1, they do imply like he might get balanced by the fact that he's king now. He might have something about him that's not going to be insane because he's kind of losing it by the end of that season. But he's like his relationship with his son. It's like this guy doesn't seem that bad, and then he goes mad when obviously what happens with blood and cheese, which makes sense.
Well, and he just even in the beginning, he desperately just wants to be liked, right? Yeah. Like Aegon just wants to be liked by everybody. So when all the people, all the townspeople are coming and asking for this and asking for that, and he's like, "Oh, we'll do this for you. We'll do this for you." And Otto's like, "Hey, you can't really do that for them." And he's like, "Well, why not?" It's like, "Well, it's not the way the world works." But Aegon just he wants he kind of does just want all the people to like him. And yeah, he's in a spot where he never belonged.
Of him with Sunfire as well. It was like actually cute, even though it's like a few seconds.
And Sunfire's gorgeous.
Yeah.
For a little while.
I assume is Sunfire like outright dead for this show then? I assume so.
I wouldn't bet on it.
I wouldn't assume that.
Until we see it.
Now, what we got was Cole said Sunfire was long in the dying, and Aegon said my dragon is dead, but not necessarily definitive on that.
Correct. I wouldn't bet on it, but who knows?
Yeah.
Rook's Rest, by the way, shorter battle than this one, and way more fucking entertaining. IMO.
Agreed.
I agree.
Rook's Rest is cool shit.
If they had interrupted the battle, took too long to lead up to it after the lead up from last week, and also built it up publicly. Like they've been out for months saying that the Battle of the Gullet was going to be the biggest thing we've ever seen in Game of Thrones, and it looked good. It did. It looked good.
In retrospect, I feel like we're missing half of it too.
It does.
If we had a few scenes of what Daemon was doing, just aim it to happen at a similar time, I feel like it would have felt like a really full experience.
My guess is that in order to film the Gullet stuff, it was probably insanely difficult.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know if how difficult it was to make totally comes across on screen so you can appreciate it. It does look cool. But I don't know if it's that's what I feel, because we know how much time and money and effort they spent on it, and I don't know if that effort totally comes across on screen as.
No, I think I get what you mean.
Yeah,
because it's not like a land battle. You know, it being a sea battle means that there's a whole bunch of new logistics that they have to deal with. That, you know, you just watch it's like, oh yeah, it's like another cool battle, like all those ones I see on the land. It's like,
if we.
Pretty difficult to pull off.
If we were to break it up as you get, let's just say for the sake of argument, 20 sea scenes, and you knock out, let's say, 8 of them and replace 3 with Daemon or Greybeards, and 1 with at least 1 or 2 scenes at Driftmark, just to show what happens there, and then another handful of scenes for just some other battles, maybe just in a different location that they could take advantage of with other like areas or something. It would have just made the whole thing probably feel a hell of a lot bigger.
Maybe it carries over a little bit to next episodes, because there's some things left hanging.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's going to do the thing where it was like 1 week later, we're like, oh, all right, well,
yeah, we'll get to that. But to me, they built this thing up so much, and even some of the early reviewers were saying it's great. It's the best. And I'm like, yeah, it was cool.
It's good
looking.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm not saying it sucks. But like I said earlier, Watchers on the Wall, Blackwater, way more impactful.
Well, that's the thing about Watchers on the Wall I always find remarkable. It's not it's technically a major area, but in a way it's not a major area with not a major faction. It's like the least important major battle that ever takes place in the story, and it's like my favorite because of how they do it, the choreography for like how everything happens. And there's so much character work, it's ridiculous. Everyone gets a payoff in that episode. They work so hard on it, on the script.
And they were building up for more than one season to it too. I mean, there was a lot going into that,
and the camera work. Neil Marshall, man, he did that, and he did Blackwater Bay.
Who did?
Neil Marshall.
Yep.
He directed The Descent. It's a really good movie.
So they make out.
Yeah.
Speaking of her expressions.
Yeah, no, she's really good at presenting as this tortured, tormented soul.
She's like...
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
No, she's gonna have she has to sit through it because she needs him to go to Harrenhal, because she just betrayed her entire family, the realm, everybody.
Well, she's trying to murder her son and basically
to save her son.
Right? Yeah.
You know, like Rhaenyra would let him live. Like in any even if things worked out perfectly, Rhaenyra's not going to let him live.
You can't let him live.
You can't.
They had the discussion, you know. It's like you know how this ends. Like, you can't change this. They had that discussion at the end of season 2, right? Like, and like ultimately, this scene is wild. But like ultimately, it's like her doing everything she can to manipulate him, even if that means this. But like that image of her eyes wide open while they're kissing, and this
eyes
is
wide open. Sorry.
And this is the thing where it's like, well, Nettles, Daemon, do they? You know, Gary?
I mean, yeah. So I guess they could go that route.
Like if we have a different Nettles, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be nuts. That would be nuts for a Targaryen. That would be legitimately nuts for a Targaryen. No, that's the step that I don't think they would go. Has there been has a Targaryen married his own daughter and fucked his own daughter? Maybe. I mean, I can't say, you know.
The show would love to do it for
probably at least one. I mean, yeah.
No, the show would love to do that because of the shock factor. That like, look at what we're looking at right now. They're doing this for the shock factor, and so they love to do controversial, you know, gross things to make people talk. And
yeah,
so
there's a line though.
I could see them totally going that way.
So before this, I couldn't see them doing that.
But now, yeah. Oh, that would be really weird.
Like if Daemon sees Lena in the character, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you're going to a real dark place, my brother. But I mean, could I see Hollywood doing it? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That screenshot is crazy though.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We all when we were watching it, we all cringed. I
Yeah.
couldn't watch all of it, dude. And I know they're like actors, and they're probably close to their age, right? I think Alicent
probably are, yeah, because
yeah,
he's way older than his age, and I think she's probably younger than her
Younger?
age now. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
What's her
Just look it
name?
up.
Emily Cook. Is
yeah. She's actually
yeah.
really funny.
Olivia
Cook. She's in the behind the scenes stuff. She's actually one of the more funny ones.
She's likable, yeah, like in her interviews and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sound a little poop.
Yeah. Oh, you got to show it. It's what was the subtitle that had for it? Oh God, it was one of the funniest subtitles.
Flatulence continues.
Yeah, flatulence continues. Accompanied by a nice sound, just a nice little sound. Hilarious.
What's the timestamp on that? I gotta see if I can find it. I want to screen crap.
You want to find the green
I want to
man?
screen crap
it. Is that what you said?
I just did.
I want to screen crap the flatulence.
Flatulence continues.
I mean, I would try and find it, but I
That's
would be
face,
careful
bro.
of a copyright. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'll look for it. Just give me a rough. Here, I'll find it. You go ahead. Flatulence continues. Oh, that's wonderful. That is bloody wonderful.
Brilliant.
I
love
might
it.
not get it on this because I don't know if they have closed captions and shit, but it continues.
Farting and grunting. It says farting and grunting. And then it says, hang on. Flatulence continues.
When Alice showed up, it was crazy. In this.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the green man.
There he is.
God.
They made him a real green man, like a literal, like mystical creature.
Yeah, he's
And-
got four
and
legs
like,
and
it's-
everything.
So when we get the glimpse of him last season, it is just a glimpse. You don't even know. It's dark and stuff. This is this is cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like this is a place I did not think they would go.
No.
And again, we didn't know what the
Fuck
green
is this place? Or fuck this place.
yeah.
God.
Like, what the hell are you doing? But then a green man shows up, and then Alice Rivers. So I don't think they're on the Isle of Faces. I'm like, I don't think they would go there because you're not supposed to go there. And there's always some wind or there's something that prevents you from going. Even if you try to sail there, there's some mystical thing that keeps you from going. But there's Alice Rivers.
Yeah, I'm a witch. Yeah. What are you? Who are you? I'm a witch. Yeah.
It's like, all right, see ya.
Yeah. All distractions later. Right. Anyway, I'm going.
Yeah. But she tells them like, hey, you are missing the battle. You need to be, at the Gullet, basically. You're missing everything. You need to be.
Which is very satisfying to me logistically. Like man, so we've got this problem that Rhaenyra needs to figure out who she's gonna send to assist the Gullet. And it's like you got 3 dudes right here who'll be perfect for that. And it's like, yeah, well, I guess that's not happening. It's like, can you just send, I don't know, Jace to go and tell him? It's not like it's gonna take them that long. Everyone can teleport in this anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
what do you think is the witch's plan? Who's like? Are they just like? It's all vague. She's on Daemon's side, manipulating him, but now she's helping these guys out.
It's tough to know, especially considering what happens.
Yeah, we have to, I would say wait on that, Shad.
Yeah.
Because in the story, they keep her specifically ambiguous. people fall in love with her, which Daemon didn't really do. You know, Daemon listened to her more than he listened to anybody else in his life.
He asked her for help.
Yes.
Daemon Targaryen asked her for help.
And then they do coy things like, do you ever sleep? You know, and she doesn't answer. And
I thought it was great because we were even asking, I think it was here, Mahler, was it you that speculated whether anyone else could even see her at certain times?
Yeah, well, it's because of the way the Harrenhal contextualizes like a lot of Daemon's experiences, right? So half of his visions, half of his people not even there. And there's that moment where he's talking at her a lot. And yeah, Simon looks over as though no one's there. It's a curious little bit I quite enjoy.
It could be interpreted like that he is looking at her like, what the fuck are you doing here? But it could also be interpreted like, what are you looking at?
Yeah. Because I think that they show Daemon, and then when they cut back, she's gone. And you can say like, well, she walked behind a corner or whatever. And it's like, I don't know, just interesting. That's all.
But clearly she is showing up to other people.
She's wacky.
What's her motive? You know, I'm more interested in her story now than I am in Laris Clubfoot, because he was a mysterious character from the book, and you really don't. And the book makes a point to say nobody knows whose side this guy is on. He is flipping all the fucking time, and we don't know what he's about. And they haven't really done a good job of showing that, in my opinion. Especially
he likes feet. Okay,
he likes feet. Thanks for showing us that. But I think she works for the old gods. That's who I think she works for. I think that's her boss. It's the old gods. Because
my only concern is if the writers are not paying attention or they lose the plot and she just ends up doing random things. Or she's like, oh, it's mysterious. And they just hand away. You don't know her intentions, where like if it ends up being contradictory, it's like that, like, yeah. So
I have to wait for now, I suppose.
You have to wait, Shad. There's something happens. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Something happens. Well, now we'll see if it actually happens in the show. The way things are going, I'm not really fucking sure. So, you know, there isn't a lot of Rhaenyra in this episode.
There's too much.
She only has 2 scenes. So she finds out
maybe
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Not a lot. So she finds out about what's going on at the Gullet, and she's like, I'm going to go.
I mean, this is really curious when you do remember that the 3 guys are just sitting there doing nothing.
I don't.
Dragons.
They've had this conversation before. We don't send you. That would be stupid. Okay, we send other people first. Then she like makes a meme of it this time. She's like, if I die, you get to be king. Woo, bye. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
The thing is, though, like, it does play into her consistency as a character, where she's so insecure and she feels so inadequate because she's perceived as a woman that she ends up playing into and making all the mistakes and validating everyone's doubts about her, that she's unfit for all because she's a woman. And so, like, part of me kind of likes that they're showing her so incompetent. It's like, and I don't think the writers are doing it on purpose, but
hey,
it's hard to say.
It is tough to really say, because you're clearly supposed to, like, she is clearly, like you said, the protagonist. However, I do feel like they've shown enough of her doing things that are foolish, and even like Jace admonishing her in the specific ways that he has admonished her before. Like when she slapped, who did she slap? I forget who it was, but one of her council members.
Artemis Celtigar.
Celtigar. And Jace is like, hey, you slapped him, and in full view of everybody, right? The idea that like some of the things she's doing is so foolish. And I mean, I loved how this played out, to be honest.
For me, I think it needs like some tweaks that just let me believe she's at least a person and is recognizing that this has been complained about her now indefinitely, and she's just not changing course at all. She's remaining retarded. And it's like, I guess if you want to commit to that, but I don't know, man. She's got like the most screen time out of every character. I think we want to give her a bit more layers instead of just having to make the same mistake again and again and again and again and again and again as people drop around it like flies. Like I said, the thing to do here, obviously, It's like, so we need people to support, the Gullet. It's like, who have we got? It's like, well, you actually have 3 dragons waiting for orders. So, and they're all 3 people, no offense to them, that she considers dispensable compared to her children. So this is just like lame to me. And then of course she does a wine fest. It's just like, man, is it hard to care about her at this point?
Like, because it feels like the writers want it to come off like that it's valid, that she, she's in the right and stuff, where it doesn't come off that way. It comes off like she's immature and insecure. And I'm like, yeah, she is. So
I like the way it happens for Jace. Like,
sure.
That's what I like. The fact that the Kingsguard, that everybody's like, hey, by the way, we were under orders from Prince Jace to tell the queen to fuck off and stay locked in her room. He's going to go like do shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, even he should know that he should be going to the 3 available dragons himself first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He wants
he
wants glory, and so when he's like trying to convince her to go with him, he's like, "We will save her," and
well, yeah, because he's got unhinged eyes in that scene, which is like, oh, I see.
And it kind of it takes away from everything that happened before that. It undercuts it. Yeah,
because it's kind of presenting it as if he is making a really, really stupid decision out of like sort of a wounded ego.
What they maybe needed to do for the episode is to establish the 3 dragons have to stay where they are because they're a blockade against Vhagar. As in, like, they prevent Vhagar from entering the Gullet. They have to stay where they are, otherwise Vhagar can get in. So if they do that, it's like we can't move those 3 dragons. But even then, I think I would be saying, dude, borrow 1. I know it sounds crazy, but like the 3 of those dragons are so much better than Vermax and what's the other one? Moon Dancer. Like those 2 put together aren't as good as one of those dragons.
But they're much better than him going alone. And when he convinces Moon Dancer to go with him, technically that would have worked. Like he would have destroyed the army. They would have won. It was just Sheepstealer coming in to screw up everything.
Yeah, that is kind of a good point. Like, it would have actually worked if not for that stupid fucking subplot breaching into the main one.
And I think it overall works with what we've seen from Jace throughout. There's a reason Jace isn't just egotistical and wants glory. He feels the desperate desire to prove himself because of the insecurities surrounding his birth.
Yes, the chip on his shoulder
and like his heritage and all of this stuff. He doesn't like the reason that he pushes back so hard, even though it was his idea to get other dragon riders about it being lowborn people, is because of his insecurities about the way he was born and his birth. Like it's not just a random, oh, he's egotistical. To me, it plays in with everything we know about the character. That's why like this idea works for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. It felt, because of those reasons, in line with the character.
If they patched the 3 dragons that are available, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
But keep in mind that what her last words to her son were.
What were they? I don't remember.
If I die, you'll be king. Slams the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was quite a moment for me just being like, what a fucking idiot. Like that you are. Like not listen, but that's her, just lots of that.
I got a really dumb random thing to share, but it's just one of those things, all right? You know who I am. But Jace's sword is one of the best in the friggin' series, and now is dead. I'm not going to be able to see him use his sword again. I'm sharing a picture if you want to see what his sword is like. It's really cool.
Hang on. Oh,
I can't really pull anything up for that because
that's okay. I tried to screen crap.
I keep saying that.
Screen cap flatulence continues, and it's not on Google Chrome. It's on Brave, but they wouldn't do it on Google Chrome.
I love that sword. I want to get a replica of it so bad, but because he's a minor character and now is dead, I'm not going to be able to get it. And that sword is gorgeous.
I don't know why they're not doing a full line, but
yeah,
I do enjoy the amount of times, like rewatching season 2, of him standing exactly the way Daemon stands.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Jace would have been a really good leader, so we knew he wasn't long for this world in Westeros.
Well, Fringy is pointing out that Unhinged Eyes, the whole reason that's there is so that the story sort of sends you toward, like, this is going to be tragic because he's slightly overstepped, he's a bit eager.
Yeah, and as soon as I saw the Unhinged Eyes, I said aloud, "Oh, he's gonna die."
Yep.
Like, all right,
you figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah. Which it's not great when you telegraph it so obviously. But I mean, such is the case. This is what happens when you watch TV shows. It's like you're choosing to show me this at this particular moment. I know why you're doing that. He's dead.
You know, I didn't want him to die, so I was just kind of trying to hold on to hope. But when he did die, I was like, of course he is going to. It's this, Game of Thrones universe. I like.
Well, they view it as the drama, right? He locks her in, they follow that order, and then he dies for it. Yeah. So then Rhaenyra will be pissed off about it.
He locks her in with the white worm with Missy.
Yeah, but it's funny to me that her stuck in there. Open the fucking door! Open it!
Yeah. So there is 3 scenes because there's another scene with the horrific line.
When she's melting down.
We'll get there, yeah.
So, hey, battle! It's on!
Yeah, yeah, look at them. The ships
look at it. The ships are on fire.
Explosions. Look at it all. Wow.
Yeah.
Cole is doing things.
Yep.
It's cool. I like it a lot. Yeah. Like this portion of it, specifically everything to do with Corlys.
Yeah.
And Alyn.
Shooting the arrows on the outside of the bow. I respect that.
Where else would they shoot them?
You don't like fire arrows, though, do you, Shad?
In this case, I actually think it's perfectly justified because it's trying to set the other boats on fire. So that works. And you can make it work. It's difficult, especially with medieval technology. You can make it work. It's difficult. I got a video on it.
As opposed to like trying to shoot fire arrows at a person, so when you hit the person, they also catch on fire. Like,
because that'll work.
That's what you mean, yeah.
Did you guys ever see that movie? Was it Timeline, where they, switch to night arrows?
Night arrows?
No.
Night arrows, which is just normal arrows. So it's so dumb. In case you didn't know, they're fighting at night and they're all shooting fire arrows, and then the commander thinks it's going to be ingenious where they'll switch to normal arrows, but he calls them night arrows, and they shoot them at night and no one can see them, and it lands on and kills everyone, and it's like, it's just normal arrows, guys. There's nothing special about it. It's just...
all this looks fucking bitchin', dude.
It's great. Yeah,
it looks really good. And I like that through most of it, it's not just kind of mindless whatever, especially when we get to the scene where they're like sailing through and you have all these very direct orders and very specific things. It's not just mindless fucking things that are thrown out. Obviously a lot of like thought and planning went into parts, at least, of this battle.
Well, they build in very much a structured story of his Corlys, because they've got like some kind of old beef, right? These two.
Yeah. Lohart mentioned that, I mean, Corlys has been pretty much terrorizing the Triarchy for 20 years. Now, terrorizing meaning the Triarchy has always been tried to fuck up the shipping, and the pirates have always tried to fuck up the shipping. And the stepstones are disputed, even though they're kind of worthless, right? But Corlys has kind of beaten their ass for a long time. There's Lannister. Mm-hmm. We don't know his fate either.
So they were shooting like balls of fire. Is that just oil jars, I'm assuming? Or something
it looked like a jar of oil, yeah.
What's Greek fire, Shad? Do you have an answer for it? Because they used to have it. It used to be a thing.
It's a complicated. They think they have backwards engineered it.
It's what wildfire is kind of based on.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't work like wildfire to that extent. Yeah. But
it was like napalm.
It's like oil that when you throw water on it, it causes an oil fire. That's because when you put water on an oil fire on your stove, it'll cause more fire because the water evaporates so much, then it aerates above it.
Yes.
And stuff. And so the theory is it's something similar to that.
But they've never figured out what it is. But it's awesome. It was real. So yeah, man, the fight is on, and Philosophy Tube is gonna take on the Black Valerian.
Every time that dude appears on screen, that's all I can think is like, that's
YouTuber.
a man, and it's Philosophy Tube. I don't want to see him.
I think I saw
because I don't even think it's necessarily a terrible performance. It's like it's distracting because we know.
Well,
Does that
if
make
it's, I
sense?
mean, I was fine when they were calling him a dude. I was like,
Yeah.
well, okay, like that's fine, like whatever. But yeah, changing it for the next season, that's what bothered me. I was like, what are we doing?
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to see a YouTuber in a fucking serious thing, and especially Philosophy Tube, which sucks balls. So
Yeah, it's not like it was even a good YouTuber. So when I'm in House of
dude, the
Dragon
fucking
season 4 is a
007
Greybeard.
007 game, Jacksepticeye is just in the game, and it's like,
Oh God, that's right.
People
Why?
went to bat for that because
What was-
everybody got crazy about that game, saying it's great, but they have nothing specific to praise about it.
And, what was that movie with Ryan Reynolds that had all the streamers and then Pokemon
Oh,
appears?
Free
on it?
Guy. Yeah,
Free
Guy.
Free Guy.
Yeah,
That
Sean
was
Levy. Yeah, the director of
cringe.
Deadpool and Wolverine. What a great movie. And the director
Hey,
of
the next Star Wars movie too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be great. Oh, it's going to be such a crowd pleaser. The sense of adventure is going to be back in Star Wars.
Oh,
yeah, sure will be.
Quick aside, you guys get the I haven't sent it to you, Shad. I will. The leaked Doomsday footage.
Oh, that's been going around. Yeah, that's
I sent it to you.
fucking hilarious to me.
It looks like somebody might have, I don't know if it's just a better copy or somebody like cleaned it up, but
Right.
it's real.
well, like, not to deviate, but it's just, you know, the big circle and the cameras were going to move around them and stuff. It's just like, dude, we've been
I
trying to
know.
recreate Avengers
I
2012.
just saw these
Like,
goobers. It's
so
all these
long.
loser goobers.
And
that they've been
The effects
doing.
weren't final, but it didn't look great.
No, it didn't look great at
What is
all.
Yelena going to do against those?
The Sentinel gets squashed.
It's Yelena, bro. She's gonna kick its ass. She's gonna jump up
Yeah,
and
she-
go boom, boom,
What's he going to
boom.
do with those sticks?
Ugh. All right, back.
Nitpicking.
Okay.
So yeah, this is where Lohar's like, I'm here for the sea snake. Fuck
I'll
up.
agree, but the performance is better than in season 2, but you know, it's still just like the whole thing. That hey, you know what? I like the ending.
He was an
Yeah.
acolyte too.
It's like,
Yeah, that had a very satisfying ending. So this
here
is
we
the
go.
scene. This is the scene.
This is the woman scene.
Yeah.
It's very
I-
strange. I wasn't even sure what they were going for exactly because
do you think they were intending it to be empowering, like a girl boss scene? Like that, they honestly thought that, or
I feel like the only interpretation is that she's petulant.
yeah, well, that's
it's
like
gotta
exactly
be right. It's
And I
gotta be.
stay
think
away
so.
from the behind the scenes on these, but I might watch it to see what their mindset.
Look at the
Because
white
Oh,
worm. She's just like, what the fuck?
she's like, I don't even know why I'm here.
so she's cutting up a dress because she's hating that people are,
Well,
not taking her seriously. 'cause she's a woman.
Women are
She
supposed to
just
rip their-
got she just got locked in this room by men, basically, who are like,
Yes.
hey, you can't go. You're not
Yes.
allowed to make these decisions. Her son is forcing her in there, and she's having a meltdown. I do think that this like fucking temper tantrum meltdown, hopefully, can play a part in what's to come for her character.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
the
I think it
confusion
will.
for me is that I could get these writers trying to make this she's showing her strength and this is so unfair for her, but simultaneously this only comes across as pathetic to me. Like,
Yeah.
So the confusion for me is like, hey writers, you want me to think this is pathetic, right? And I could see them being like, pathetic.
Yeah,
Like,
they could see this as like the burning the bra kind of moment where it's like she's ripping up her dress because she's
Look at that.
That's the audience.
This is what I'm saying, man. Like, would they really put that in here if they weren't,
Well, in the behind the scenes, it's Emma Darcy plays Rhaenyra. Yeah, she describes it as to have your agency denied as a maddening experience. It's control in the guise of protection. She's well aware that her warrior spirit would be heralded if she were male. So I don't know what we're meant to conclude then from this.
Really?
Look,
if a man was making these retarded decisions, they'd be just as critical.
Well, no, so the problem is that it's one of these cases of I don't know, as the writers of the show, do you not realize that Rhaenyra's made just many bad decisions at this point? She
but
just
every man, when they make the argument to her, is not saying you're a woman, you couldn't possibly do it. They're saying you're the queen, you're in charge. We need you on the board, alive, not fucking dead.
Yeah, and if there's certain kings that they wouldn't let out, they're like, no, you're not a warrior king.
They didn't want Aegon out.
We're gonna leave you here
with Rook's Rest. The whole nobody wants him fined into fucking battle all the time. They have to tell him to stop.
She has no battle experience. I mean. This is supposed to be frustration with the patriarchy scene. That's what it is. It's fucking lame. And her line, go on.
Well, I was just saying, what I find interesting, like Mauler pointed out, they were doing it with the king as well. Like the king can't go, and so in the context of the show, they're actually showing that this isn't a sexist thing at all, but her reaction is the stereotypical feminist reaction that, it's happening to me because I'm a woman.
They're not going to let Baelor the Blessed go out and battle. Okay. They're just not. So it'd be the same situation. So her line here is,
we even saw it in the last season with Aegon. They kept telling him, hey, you're not going out there, bro. you know,
I think all of us have now separately brought that up.
Yes. And the thing is, to state the obvious again, she's not even on the fucking throne yet, so her cause would be dead if she died, and most of her allies would leave, and then the rest of her family would die. So this is a stupid decision.
Think about all the people that have already died for her and her cause, and she's willing to piss that all away by risking her own life and potentially getting killed.
So the line is, I may appear to have the weak and feeble body of a woman, but I possess the heart and spirit of a king.
Yeah.
So the thing why this line hit me is that
she's God.
It's it's the perfect line if you want to make fun of her.
Is that line actually based when you if you take it
any man who must say I am the king is no true king.
Yes.
It's like is she acknowledging that women are physically more weak and feeble than men? Is she actually
that's what she said. I possess the feeble and weak body of a woman.
What does she say? You know,
from a actor who is non-binary.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. But
she dresses like a K-pop singer.
I was going to say, with the way Mysaria reacts to all of this, look, I think that Mysaria is going to continue to play both sides and eventually maybe betray Rhaenyra. At least her confidence.
Ryan, remember what happens to Mysaria.
Exactly.
I really hope they do that in the show.
Exactly. So is this her beginning to realize I have chosen very poorly? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, I certainly think this is her being what the fuck
writers
am I dealing with? Because that line too, the reason why I find it so funny is because it almost comes across to me, and I guess because the writers, I know them, so I'm 50-50 on it, but it comes across as look how fucking idiotic she is. She's like, take me seriously as a king. I'm just as good as any king. Blah.
I'm gonna have a temper tantrum.
It's very pathetic. It's
I'm not tired. I don't know, man. I mean, when you're watching the scene, it's Tywin's reaction.
Well, this is the thing, I don't think I'm worried because the writers could be that dumb to think this is a girl power moment, but if they're actually kind of aware and based, and they're actually portraying her as incompetent intentionally,
These writers are not based.
I know, right? That's the concern. Is what's going on now? Because I could be perfectly fine with this scene.
Again, it's not even just Mysaria, right? The handmaiden here is what the fuck is going on?
Right. Remember the Rhaenys scene that we go on about because it's really fucking stupid, where she trampled a bunch of mothers but wouldn't kill the Greens because there was a mother there. We did talk about you could have used that. You could have used that later. Is when Rhaenys escape, she trampled a bunch of small folk. These people don't care about small folk. We do. I mean, there's something you could have actually used in the story, and they didn't because they didn't think about it.
I don't think that this is supposed to come off as like female empowerment.
No,
because the females that are in the room with her think she's crazy.
It's exactly what Emma D'Arcy said. It is frustration of having your agency removed.
But
there's
also
people dying for her right now,
right? Like you could say that's where it comes from, but like, what is the conclusion? Rhaenyra is kind of insolent or impotent is the word, right?
I think
like a woman who's had her agency removed, Massaria, like who is like a fucking horror for a long time. I mean, and she looks at this and thinks it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
The fact that she can't take any accountability and is just deflecting and then blaming everyone.
Here.
I know, right? But then she's blaming everyone else and says, because I'm a woman, that's why you're doing it. It just feels like, I've seen women act like that in the real world. So it's like, okay.
So
like even having her to calm down. Expressions, right? Like just struggling with destroying this bit of clothing. He's like, I think I get what they're doing. I hope I get what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Sarah Hess writes the next 2 episodes.
Great.
Yay. Thanks, Lampshades on Fire, for delivering that great news to us. So yeah, she cries and says, I'm a king.
And
then we're back to the battle. Yes. The fleet is surrounded. They're deep shit, and then the dragons show up. This is cool. Dracarys. And they're frying some ships, and everything's like, hey, things are turning around. And then philosophy tube.
I got some PTSD with this shit.
Yes, dude.
Let me remind you of season 8, episode 4 of Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
Just out of fucking nowhere, one of the most important and powerful entities in the universe gets shot in the neck and killed immediately by one scorpion shot.
Yeah.
So I was like, you better not hit it first try.
But then what happens? Are the dragons flying too low? I would think, wouldn't they be fighting a bit more strategically? Dive bomb.
Well, you can make an argument that they're inexperienced. These 2 riders are inexperienced.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like here they have to be relatively low to get these shots on these ships, right? And it should probably move after that. I think the shot does come as he's kind of in the middle of burning a ship. But
it's just so fucking annoying. Can you at least show me at least like a
couple misses?
A couple misses. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Do you remember there's the ace shot, like one shot, one kill in episode 4. Then episode 5, there's like 1,000 of them and they all miss because that's the plot for you. That's how it works.
What's fun? What's interesting is the Euron Greyjoy from the book. I could believe getting that shot off.
In the same vein, if it were Corlys or something, you'd be like, all right, it's like a power character. I'll give it to you.
Tying a weight to the harpoon. I'm like, okay, that can work. Like, they could have just tied to the ship. Is the ship heavy enough that the dragon would just down?
It's amazing that it doesn't even hit the dragon; it hits the saddle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it isn't the book. It was a part of the ship that part gets ripped off, and
it kind of sinks. Yeah,
and the weight of the ship is what rips the gut open.
Right.
You get some of that later, sort of.
The thing is, it would depend on the dragon, right? Because if it was Vhagar, it's like, well, that's
you're not. No, it's not.
Yeah, Vhagar just be carrying that anchor around for the rest of her life.
Vhagar would lift the ship if it was attached to the ship.
But this scene when he's getting dragged down, I was invested. I didn't want it to happen. I was feeling emotion here, and so when she comes in and saves him, that was one of those good moments.
Yeah. I hate seeing I don't know. I know they're fake. I hate seeing any dragon die in this.
It's awful, actually.
Yeah.
It is
cool as shit.
These are CGI dragons, right? They are not real. Dragons aren't real, right? However, because because a combination of their different personalities and how clearly tied the characters are to them, it is fucking awful watching these dragons die. It's brutal.
But no, it's a cool move to
I
snap
like
the
it.
rope.
That was good. I
like that it's Jason Bela there, you know?
Yeah, yep.
I've liked them in general.
Yeah,
throughout
no,
the
Jason's
series.
cool. I mean, it's
good
it's a
couple.
it's a
They
cool
work
angle of
together.
the character. He's like got the least, you know, he's compromised essentially in his claim to the throne because of the fact that he's a bastard, and yet despite that, he's actually like pretty honorable and thoughtful and like dutiful, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Which maybe that is the problem in this world. that dooms you.
Now he's pretty
Unless
high
you're
there.
drunk.
He's pretty high there. But yeah, so that was kind of a little for the book readers. That was a little fake out. Like, ooh, I'm like, wow, this is going to end quick, and it didn't, which was good. And we got some more frying some ships, and then this is the part I screamed because when I saw that mountain, I thought they were back in the. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. Oh, okay, that's a ship.
Okay,
It's all good.
we're good.
No, yeah, 'cause I remember because it's like, oh, you've had your, you know, battle scene. They're like, no, I haven't. Go back. And
No.
it's like, no, we're technically still in it. We're okay.
No, and
And
this is cool. This is really cool.
This is one of those moments where they set out the tactic in clear terms, easy to understand.
Yes.
And it feels valid and justified. Where she's going to follow us. He's going to follow us no matter what. I can lure them into a trap because I'm talented enough to get us through this, you know, horrible kind of narrow causeway. And it worked. It all worked.
Yeah.
And then they like the scene was.
It didn't feel like exposition. It was all natural, and I went, "Oh, okay, this is nice."
And this is a good sort of framing, because when it's a big battle out in the scene, you've got kind of a whole bunch of boats that are on fire and like fog that can look vaguely similar. It's kind of like difficult to tell who's winning, like at a glance. Whereas when you start to focus it in on essentially the two most important ships with the most important characters on them in their own sort of isolated sequence, it makes it a bit, you can almost imagine whatever happens here kind of determines the fate of this entire battle. It makes it like more easily comprehensible for the viewer.
It's good power scaling shit too. Corlys is basically
Oh.
unbeatable on the water, so it's like one ship versus three in a really difficult place. So it's satisfying that you have him going through with maybe like a slight mark on the ship. He makes like a tiny mistake and it's all good. The other, like, they take heavy losses when chasing him. It's like that's satisfying to watch.
And it also shows that when you can portray tactics that make sense, it builds the scene and it makes the scene more satisfying when you see the plan pay off and executed well. Like compare this to, I don't know, Thrawn's retarded tactics in Ahsoka, right? The contrast where when you have a character do a smart thing and it works out and you see the payoff, it just builds the entire investment.
Giving Corlys the helm as well. It's just like, thank you.
Yep.
It's about time.
Can we see the sea snake do some sea shit? That'd be nice. And he does.
And he nails it.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a good swimmer.
Well, we'll
ironic.
They explain that the tide's going out, so they're timing this right, and the plan was the three pursuing ships would all just crash on the rocks behind them if they were able to navigate through this this really tight spot, which they do.
Low tide as well, because all the reefs then all rocks and shit. So it's just super dangerous. And he does, like, they make it clear he nearly fucks their shit up too. Like he just gets through.
But then Philosophy Tube sees the way he went, and he manages to get through.
Yes, Shad, but they interrupt your programming for
Sheepstealer.
Well, when you realize, you're like, wait, what? Oh, God.
It took me a second. It took me a second. And then when you started laughing, I'm like,
yeah.
What?
This is the part where I started cackling when she started burning their ships. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's some bullshit.
It's
crazy. It's crazy that they decided to change so much about this to have this character come in and do this and be incompetent as fuck. And like, what a mistake. Like we spent the better part of 2 episodes and probably half of last season with like Rhaenyra just so down about dragons and blah, 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 and all this stuff just for this to happen.
So
yeah, that's what it was all for.
No,
It's insane.
and
it's so insane.
George's Nana blog where he ripped into the show and then deleted it. The butterfly wings post, which I recommend everybody read. This is what he was talking about. He tried to like not go into the Nettles area. You know, I don't know if you read it, Ryan, but he really specifically did not want to mention any character. So he just kept it to dragons and why a dragon wouldn't be in the Vale. And he has specific reasons why they stay around Dragonstone and
kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It is because his real point was which he didn't want to say. And my guess is he didn't want to give any fodder to the chuds at all. Right. But he was so pissed off about this that he wrote this whole thing and then deleted it. And he and a lot of it, he isn't wrong about adaptation.
I mean,
I think
there's two. It's not even just butterfly wing shit. This is just outright. Like, you have to draw it all the way back. This was their plan. This payoff is what they've been building toward. It's such a bad idea in and of it. Like, before we even figure out how we're going to do it logistically, how do we get Sheepstealer where it's going to be, and how do we get her connected to it, and how do we get her over to this fight without solving any of those problems? I'd already be like, what are you doing? What do you mean? Why would we ever need this? You've got everything you need already at the Gullet. Why would she be here?
I guess fast forwarding through the rest of this season, it is certainly going to be some awkward conversations between like her and her sister, and Rhaenyra. Like it is. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with those things, but I don't think it's worth having those interesting conversations for us to get like for this to be the end result. And George, he was talking about this, the absence of Nettles, which I think affects Daemon's story.
Yep.
Also, who's the other son that we should have right now, Gary?
I'm blanking on his name. Yes. Who was that who's out of the story now? Which I mean,
maybe.
I think what I don't like about it is that in terms of where these because I know it'd be exactly like what you just said, that the conversations will be awkward and they think like that's good drama. But I think what bothers me is that the only answer that she can have is, but I wanted a dragon. And it would just be various permutations because that's it. That's all she has. She wanted a dragon. She got it. And then it fucked everything up.
Like, she was trying to help, but the dragon disobeyed her and she lost control.
Yeah, but I think that's what I mean. It's like everything that she could possibly say is permutations of a very frustrating core motivation. That's the only thing that she has. It's just not worth it to me.
It's probably going to be argued as on theme, right? Like, loads of people in Rhaenyra's camp are making these mistakes because she's a shit leader and she's putting loads of pressure on people while also telling them, like, her whole thing was like, you have the best responsibility. You have to take care of the babies. And she's like, I want a dragon. I want to help out too. So, in a sense, it's like, well, Rhaenyra brought this on herself, much like everything else. You're just like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's worth it compared to other stuff we could be doing.
Maelor.
Yeah.
Right. Maelor.
I'm sure you saw one of the freeze frames in one of these trailers, Gary, with Helena.
Yes.
The thing is, she doesn't look pregnant.
Nope.
Right now at all. So the speculation that could be the case, I don't know if I buy it. Now, what if Helena is pregnant? The baby's Aemon's.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say she would have to be showing if she got knocked up before Rook's Rest. So, because Aegon's, as he described,
out of commission,
dick exploded. So,
a sausage on the spit, he said.
So, Aemon's, have you gotten any sense that they've done it? Like, yeah, Aemon, has been trying to force her, in the past.
I think they're set up for that. Like, that could be the case. Not that she would be
young for him.
Participant.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a little too young for him. He's not into anybody under mom's age.
Well, even go back to episode. God, God, what was it, episode 8, season 1, at Driftmark with Lena's funeral, when they're talking about like marrying Helena, and young Aemon's like, I would do it. Of course I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. I'd get married and like blah, blah, blah. And I do feel like there's this somewhat closeness with them where I think Aemon would want to fuck her, even just to take his brother's role and all of that shit.
Yep.
But I don't think she'd be a willing participant.
That hasn't stopped anybody in Song of Ice and Fire. All right, so we're back to
philosophy
Corlys.
tube.
They lose 2 ships and they ditch all the Lannisters, right? To
Tylan
stop them, stop hitting the rocks. They need a dump weight, and so they throw all the Lannisters overboard. And
so that's interesting. Now we didn't see him die. Now he's in his full armor, but I think it's pretty shallow where they pushed him. I think they they show him sinking a little bit.
You can tread water briefly in armor. People have tested this. It will drag you down, and it's tiring as hell. But if they wanted to say that he just managed to keep his head or swim to the side a bit and then pull himself up,
I'll just say
rocks,
it like he's not supposed to die.
He's not dying here.
I would assume, my bet would be he's alive because they didn't show explicit death. They showed he goes overboard.
Yeah.
And they just killed his brother, right? So,
yeah. Tylan, I would be shocked if they actually.
Yeah, I would be crazy
here. I don't think they are. But.
Did they mention that? No, because it's too soon. Oh, I don't want to spoil things. Ryan, the money, what they do with the gold, like with
there's a lot of things that are missing in this battle so far. That there's a lot to be resolved.
But I think I need to amend my statement about being able to tread water in armor. People have done it in chain mail only. He was wearing a breastplate and boots and everything like that. Yeah, he was sinking like a stone. But if he got to the rocks and then pulled himself up, maybe.
But the thing is, we have 2 of those that happened this episode.
I was going to say there's another one that Corlys goes in as well, right?
So if you have both of them, like that's kind of. We'll see.
Or when Corlys goes in and you see his like dreadlocks.
So
it was really funny to me, that specific scene, just because you see his white Targaryen dreads flailing around in the water.
That is so ridiculous. Just give him. They don't need to give him the white hair. That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. But we are missing in this entire sequence.
So that's high tide, right?
Yeah.
What are we missing?
We're missing like 2 other rather important characters.
Oh yeah.
That Rhaenyra was supposed to be watching. So.
Oh God, yeah. That's
a huge aspect of this entire battle sequence. So I do wonder how much fallout and how much extra stuff we're going to have in the very next episode with this, because that's a rather important thing to happen.
No,
Gary Freeze.
Gary gone? Okay.
Yeah. He's not moving.
It's one of the worst ones ever because he was like, well.
You're right between words.
Because this whole sequence basically a long amount of time where you just get the setup of the fight and then the broadside of, because what happens here is Alyn has to take charge, right? Which is kind of good for the way they've been taking the character.
It was a good moment for his character. It built him up where it's just like, all right, I got it.
It is a good payoff.
His dad's frozen watching his throne burn.
And that's, Corlys is obsessed with his legacy to the point where he loses everything. He loses his daughter because of who they married off to. He loses his son. He thinks he loses his son. Actually, he's just on a fucking gay tryst with some other dude somewhere. Wherever. Will we ever see from him again? I don't know.
Is he the only one who gets a happy ending?
he loses his wife because he's kind of pushed them to do this, and that's where they end up committing to. None of his grandsons are actually his, but he's so obsessed with his legacy and them carrying on his name that he's willing to overlook these things. And this ultimately is all that's left of Corlys's legacy in his mind. and it's burning to the fucking ground. The thing that he raised up, the thing that he wanted, the thing that he brought out of, poverty to being one of the richest places, one of the richest families because of his and just his actions, and it's all burning down. Yeah,
which is why it's I didn't have any issue with it, because I think a lesser moment in a lesser show perhaps would be like, we're going to freeze him so that we can bring the stakes back up because he's in so much good control right now. It's like, this is a good reason for him to freeze.
And certainly temporary. He comes back and he starts to.
He gets back into it, yeah. And then it just gives, Alyn the opportunity to sort of step up in the way that he hadn't really been able. Because I remember it was a line in season 2 that like the men find him distant, but now like in this moment of peril, he actually knows exactly what to do and jumps into the action and does a good job.
Mm-hmm.
This ship gets fucked up though.
It does.
Really does. And I'm wondering if, look, I don't know enough about it, but because they get rammed right in the guts, and
pretty much.
Were they just standing there for it, or were they trying to avoid it? Like
I think there was a line that they were turning too slow. There was something like that.
Okay.
I got the impression on like a broad scale that the idea is like Corlys's freeze cost them the most advantage they could get, but like they wanted the broadside so that they could just get full weaponry attack in the other ship, right? They just wanted everything.
That doesn't make sense with medieval ships. This isn't like a galleon with the cannons on the side, and so I think
wasn't sure about it.
I think they're getting their naval warfare mixed up here to like where they want to broadside someone. It's like that's not how you would do it with these ones.
Well, you're talking about for this strike with their like
it's like Corlys's ship seems caught in a really bad position, even though they had time to prepare to an extent.
It would be devastating in this type of environment. You know what I mean? The one thing that I don't understand is how they're going so fucking fat. Like, I get they're rowing and everything, but you would think you would want your sail down too in the moment. But yeah, it's weird.
And the ship didn't look big enough to split the other one in two, because that's what it eventually does.
It's
like
also
driving in.
It felt somewhat to me like Corlys's would have been the easy victor, considering as well that like half the crew got tossed off, a bunch of their resources did, and they took a beating in the teeth, so to speak. So you would have thought that, and Corlys has got the bigger
really
ship.
Even that this isn't an even fight, but it's kind of.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. So I was back, and I could see myself like talking and stuff, and I had to go into my phone, and it's like it wasn't showing me. I was back the whole. I'm like, guys.
We heard you, Gary. We were just talking. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
No. No, you were not back for us.
Okay, because my phone fell on my keyboard. I wanted to talk about the young princes really quick. Yeah, so it's because the timing's off, right? The timing's off for so much stuff that they can't have. I don't know what they're gonna do. Supposedly, the young princes were supposed to be sent away, and they were in a ship called the Gay Abandon. Yes, that was going. Where were they going again? Pentos. And it was heading right into the Triarchy fleet, and they didn't know the Triarchy fleet was coming when they sent those two kids off to be safe, and they get intercepted, right? And one flies back on a dragon, and the other one gets taken. So I don't know if they're going to do that later. It wouldn't make any fucking sense later, though.
That's what I mean. That is one thing that is very much missing from this, because it's more than just what happens to Jace. It's also the fact that you have these other kids that get scarred.
I don't think it happens.
They're dead, like all this stuff. And obviously none of that was covered in this episode.
But I don't know how they could do it now, because the timing is so off and weird.
The dragon's too little, a lot of things.
Yeah, the dragon's too little. So I think they just forget about it.
The gay abandon.
The Gay Abandon.
Which they made sure to mention in last season.
They did.
Sure, it was in the context of gay meaning.
Look at that, though. That's pretty cool. Okay.
It looks cool.
You know, it does, but then the entire
cool.
ship splits in two, where they're not showing that.
I am separating what makes sense.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I guess what they're
This
trying
was
to say
a
that
strategy. This was a strategy
Yeah.
at times in naval warfare. Like,
yeah, it was the
legitimately.
ramming was. And I
Yes.
think
I'm
what
fine
they're
with
trying
the
to say
ramming
is like
choice.
the
Why is
initial
Corlys'
crack.
ship so exposed?
Yeah, that's
seemingly?
my question
Yeah.
with it. And I guess they're trying to say that this initial crack causes like a weakness that the ship's own weight breaks it apart.
It
further
breaks in
and further
half,
until
and
it's in
it
half.
stays
Yeah.
afloat for a long time for a ship to. Maybe they could. I don't know. I wasn't around back then, but
Bro, their fucking sails are on fire and shit. Like, everybody's fucked.
So this boarding rope thing, that was kind of like, okay, yeah, I guess.
a
Yeah,
zip line.
maybe.
Yeah, kind of.
Maybe I'll have to think about it some more.
Listen, it's not the worst thing in this fucking episode, Shad.
No,
Okay?
no, it's not.
It's
So
not.
anyway, on
Well,
that note, Gary,
yeah.
Sheepstealer.
Fuck. Sheepstealer somehow made it from
my
the
God,
Vale of
Gary.
Aaron to this.
Sheepstealer has a coke nail.
Doesn't this
Oh
remind-
yeah.
You know what I thought while I was watching this, Gary?
Yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes.
With Buckbeak.
Absolutely.
When Buckbeak is just grazing the water.
Grazing the water
Flying.
a little bit with that great John Williams music. Good stuff. But this is I don't know. They made a point to mention. I know Condell said somewhere that they weren't going to do the Westeros Express. Like they mentioned that like nicely as being a problem, which everybody thought was a problem. This is the Westeros Express. Even yes, she's on a dragon, but it still takes time.
Yeah.
It's tough because we watching these sequences are assuming that when she's fucking around in the Vale that it's happening exactly at the same time as the
Which
rest
it's obviously
of these
not.
things are happening. Maybe it isn't.
Which is hugely
but-
coincidental, right?
Yeah.
It's hugely coincidental, and it's on the storytellers and the filmmakers to make it feel like some time has passed instead of jumping around. Like the letter. I mean, I guess I can kind of buy the letter. Okay, that was 2 weeks later, probably 2 weeks, right? That would be traveling time. But
It didn't feel like 2 weeks in this fucking thing.
didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like it. So Sheepstealer's coming in, and Sheepstealer's out of control. Like,
Sheepstealer does look awesome, though. I will
Great.
say. I like the design and how, like especially like the wings. It just looks a little more kind of like rabid.
Is
Yeah.
Sheepstealer like burning all the boats? Like not
Yeah,
really.
well,
yeah,
that's where it's hit
Valerian.
one of the
Yeah.
Valerians.
Burning
Which
Valerian
this
boats.
was the cackling pox you just get like him being
It's
like
so
no,
funny.
and it's
Like,
just like oh my god.
It's so stupid. What an idiot.
They are not
Well,
the
I mean,
enemy.
like it's dumb on her behalf. Yeah, they're not the like. I could see a character being this stupid though, you know, and like it's a dragon that is not trained or tamed properly and losing control, and so that part is valid. It's just I
No,
guess what led up to
Nettles was a competent. No, okay, sorry.
So the thing is that it's less of a matter of like it is in character, but I don't need to see this character, you know, like if this is going to occupy a huge amount of time and essentially facilitate what's going to happen at the end of this episode, you've got a finite amount of time in your show. You've got all of the choices that you could possibly make. I just don't want to see this.
Well,
This
she
is
got
so annoying.
she got Jace killed.
She
well,
did.
yes, and that's worthy to be pissed off about. I
Yeah.
agree.
Exactly. Like yeah,
but I
instead
don't
of-
necessarily think it's out of character or
No,
unjustified.
no.
I don't think that's the criticism.
Yeah.
That's no, it is in character. It's just that this character is intensely frustrating.
I think
Yeah.
if you wanted like
Yeah.
to make like this is a good point to make. You have a nuclear weapon here. And you just jumped on it, and it's very dangerous. And I'm not against them showing a scene of a dragon going off and killing a bunch of innocents to show like the danger of this, and this is why you need to train and blah 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 blah.
Especially
But
a
not this.
wild dragon that has
Yeah.
never had
Yes.
a bonded rider, that is completely out there, right? This is not the same as a dragon that's been sitting at a dragon pit for a couple years, who's had 3 different riders. This is a very different experience. But sorry, Gary, go ahead.
No, I think that's their intention. I'm sure it's going to be, well, these are very dangerous things. We're going to show how dangerous dragons are. And yeah, but it
I mean,
it
and everything that got
undercuts
her
the
here is
scene.
hyper contrived, right? Like
Yes.
every other element, all the
Yes.
plot and world building shit that got her here. And then, of course, like instead of seeing the progression of the battle and Jace maybe taking arrow after arrow, dodging spears and getting hit, but coming back up, saving Baylor, and just basically losing that health bar over the course of the fight, as opposed to he basically is kind of perfect. He makes like one mistake early and he's all good, and then dies because of her.
Yep.
So it's very like, wow, okay.
Corlys.
Corlys is knocked out.
It gets going right here, though. I will say.
Yeah. This is the best part of the episode. I love the love all of this.
No, it gets
just
brutal.
give it to me. This is what
And he's using like a Kopesh thing. I'm like, okay, I'm into that.
what I'm here for: swords and fire and screaming and blood. It's
Oh, it's an R-rated stream now.
Always an R-rated stream.
Who went under the water there? That wasn't.
I think it's just
I think that was a
random guy.
Random
Yeah.
guy? Not-
Oh wait,
Oh,
no.
wait, sorry, Alan. He's not quite random.
He's all right. He'll be
Alan.
Fine.
Alan's fine. He does
Alan!
some fighting,
Alan.
and he takes off his armor. He
He
gets his
does.
armor
He
off quick.
sheds it.
Mhm.
Well, at least his
Yep.
hat.
No, he eventually takes the rest
He
off.
takes the whole thing. He gets back to his iconic blue shirt.
Yep,
Icon.
it's iconic.
But you see him reaching up to the pauldron to get it off there. So yeah.
The thing. So I like Alan's arc that we have in this.
Yes,
What I dislike is how old he is, and
he looks old.
he should be young. He should be like 17, 18, whatever.
He's
The
like
problem is
LeBron.
he looks like he's 30 fucking 7.
He's like
And
a
the idea
LeBron
that he's, like,
26.
just coming into his own and finding his place. Like, come on. Like, at 37 years old in this universe, you'd almost be dead already. Like,
Dude, you would be. I mean, like, listen, John was supposed to be what, 15 in the beginning.
Everyone got aged up.
Yeah, everybody got aged up.
and I'm fine with a little aging up, so we make sure like the sex isn't weird, right? That's a purpose to age up these characters.
I think that's a good reason.
Like, that's a decent reason. What I don't like is someone like Alan, who should be relatively young, being like,
Yeah, he looks 30,
he looks older than that. I think
35.
Is that Abubakar Salim? Is that who that actor is?
Sure.
Yes.
Abubakar Salim. Yes.
Yeah.
How did you remember that?
He's 33. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
33.
I wasn't far off. There you go. 30.
I didn't know. Black don't crack. I thought maybe he could have been a little older, but
LeBron looked like he was 40 when he was 19. So,
well, that's all the TRT and shit.
yep. Yeah, it worked out for him. So she's now obey me, and Sheepstealer is trying to like
Just kill everything.
kill everything.
Yep. Things are shooting at it. So
And eat the other dragons.
Well, the other two dragons think this is like a challenge of we've got to take this dragon out. This is their response.
Yeah.
Yep.
Until they realize.
Until they realize. I hate everything about it, and I think it really fucks up this what could have been a really good battle scene, and it gets fucked up, and I think it fucks up Jace's death scene.
It tilts everything.
How does Jace die in the books? He just eventually gets whittled down and shot down.
It's very quick
He gets shot
description.
like this.
He gets shot at the end. They pretty much describe. I mean, he in the book it's a history, so they don't get into the details of the battle. They get into how battles start and who dies.
Okay,
And so they just describe to you how he dies, and they give you 3 different perspectives, and
They do basically say that he gets like that. That Vermax gets shot, like drugged down, basically like that, and Jace ends up dying. But you don't get.
yeah, the hook is
Because-
in Vermax, and it's connected. It's tethered to a ship, right? So the weight of the ship rips his gut open.
Okay, because look, this is a very big difference then. Because in the books,
Yes,
his death is his own fault. In this, it's completely her fault for screwing everything.
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that's just fucking annoying.
I mean, his
But I
death in the
like
book.
Jace.
His death in the
I like
book is
Jace.
presented as like a lucky fucking shot. Somebody got off a lucky shot, right? And it may be due to inexperience too. And you know, it's not a big enough dragon to like certain things would just bounce. Like you said, the bigger the dragon, it would just bounce off. Any bolt would just bounce off.
This was freaking brutal, though.
Yeah.
It looks great, though. Gosh.
Yeah, then it just flies away, and it's just like, fuck.
You
That's
dick.
not all she can do. Is like
Sheepstealer's a dick.
Hope. Like, what is she? I don't know what she does now. I don't know how any of these people react to this after she abandoned the two other kids to get the heir to the throne killed. And that is also, and this is why I think they did it. I don't like that they did it, but I think they did it because it's going to create all this fucking interpersonal drama. Like your sister, you just killed your sister's future husband. Like
the heir.
I don't know how to say it other than I think it's crap interpersonal drama.
I agree. I'm trying to think of why they did it. I think that's why they did it. I think it's a poor decision, but I don't know how any of it's going to work out because it's all uncharted territory.
She goes to the Black Council. She's like, "Good news, I have a dragon." And she's like, they all celebrate, like clap, yay! It's like, what was the bad news? Like, okay, sit down.
Ermax is gone. Jace is dead. Your other two kids that I was supposed to watch, don't know where the fuck they went.
Oh, and you know who was supposed to be in this battle?
Who?
All the fucking dragon seeds.
Yeah, I was gonna Adam and Ulf and
Ulf and Nettles.
Well, they are weirdly absent, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is Hugh? Did Hugh not come to this?
No.
So was Nettles even supposed to be in this battle?
Yes, Nettles was supposed to be in this battle. The dragon seeds were at this battle.
Dude, that sucks that the dragon's bleeding out and drowning.
Yeah.
And him like just screaming Vermax.
And my guess is budget.
God. I mean, I think it's really well done because it makes us feel really shitty.
Yeah. This is
when Jace gets shot, I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
Actually, like that's honestly one of my favorite parts in terms of just how brutally realistic it is that these guys in this fight are desperate to take out the dragon because it's such it's just a warhead that's taken out all of their friends. They get the shot, this thing goes down, he swims back up, and then they're like, "Hey guys, just get him and we're good." And they do, and then they cheer, and that's it.
Cheer. And they should.
Well, because
like
this
really take your victory lap.
To them. He just drove around like a flying dinosaur, breathing fire and just destroying everything. And they got him. It's like, we did it, guys. We got him. But for us, it's like, no.
I know. And then
just like very unceremonious. You know,
like how it would go. It's like just nail him and we got this. And
and like
Prince.
Sometimes I wonder, was there anything he could have done to save his life? Not like not much. Like his death is pretty justified here.
Oh, that was it. He was dead right there. Ugh, brutal. We all like Jace.
Yeah.
He was a good bastard. And he died because of his stupid half.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't his fault, really.
Half cousin,
sister,
cousin, future sister-in-law. I don't know how to think about it. Half cousin once removed. Because in theory, they should have been actually very close because it would have been Rhaenyra and Laenor.
Yep.
And then Laenor's sister and Daemon. But in reality, they don't have as direct blood connection as people would have thought they did.
No.
So the incest wasn't as bad.
So their kids probably would have been normal.
Probably. Well, except for half black, but yeah.
The kids would have been more. Do you guys think that they should have, because he sinks to the bottom, that they should have cut the black right there? I kind of think they should have. I think they should have.
I mean, this is probably the thing to end on rather than having a little bit extra off.
They went a little extra, and I'm like,
it's kind of weird.
I would have cut on this.
Agreed.
But they didn't. They give us some like panning shot right after that.
Well, my play is fucking frozen. Hang on.
Is it? And we have
That
Tywin
shotgun.
Lannister. Yeah, that probably would have been a better shot to end it, in my opinion. It's got a little more weight to it.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
instead of just seeing the fallout, I guess.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
now
we
the ship
just-
is in 2 completely.
well, if we kind of did all of the Vermax stuff in a row. We get the Corlys like boss fight, and then they both end up in the water, I think.
So like Corlys is about to kill Philosophy Tube, and then like
I love that we're just calling him that. I don't the character name.
and
There, is that
like Shirako Lohar, is that what it's supposed to say?
Oh, is that why the ship further cracks apart so they hit a reef?
Yes,
Is it?
exactly. That's why it
Oh,
happens. And then when that
okay.
happens, Corlys goes like flying off. And then Alyn is like, all right, it's my time. My time is now, you know? And he jumps over there, leaps over there, and tries to finish the job. But yeah, they run right into that.
Okay.
That was a great fight. And
That's when he gets
Tube
knocked
gets,
into the water.
He gets
A
that
knife in the
seeing
neck.
red face of like,
Yeah.
you killed my father. Now you
It's
die.
just for a character that is often very stoic
Yeah.
to have him just sort of freak out.
It kind of works that they're right there by the rocks too, because you have some water that is deep enough for people to drown in, but you have others that you can kind of stand on, like for the fight and everything. So
And look, I like that he called out father when Corlys goes overboard, showing that, you know.
I did too.
Then
Oh,
Tries to drown a few
Oh,
times.
that's the shot right there.
Is it the several attempts at drowning? I was like, I think you're gonna need something a bit more final because when you're dealing with sea people, it's like you can never be sure.
sea people.
A Greyjoy priest might
Yeah, they might just get
drown
powered
God
up by
priest
it,
might
so-
yeah.
I'm just trying to avoid copyright here, but yeah, he gets the knife and boom.
Bye.
Alyn
Philosophy
wins.
Tube.
Fatality.
Maybe he'll be in Acolyte season 2.
If I remove the fact that I know this is a YouTuber and I know there's a trans person and everything, I actually think it's like a decent episode for that character. The problem is I can't, like, I know all these things.
Yeah,
And it's
I
just-
can't see.
It's
no one
incredibly
else-
distracting.
Well,
Yeah.
when I heard they cast Philosophy Tube, I knew the character they cast him for. Like it had to be Lohar. It
Do you remember
had to be Lohar.
wasn't it Ed Sheeran that was in Game of Thrones at one point?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just you see that and you're just like, what?
You're just calling attention to who they are beyond the story that you're telling. That's what's happening. So it's kind of just distracting. It's like, you're a YouTuber. Why are you here in this medieval fantasy world?
A stupid cameo like that it breaks the immersion, especially the Ed Sheeran
I
thing.
think
I
they have
fucking
to
hated
accept
that.
it breaks the immersion. That's like kind of the point. It's the reason why it's like when you have famous people show up in video games. You know, it's like, damn man, you're really like distracting me from. I think it's a bit of a problem, honestly. It's like how video game characters used to just be like totally fictional people that didn't exist in any capacity in the real world. But then, like, the more that you insert actors in, it's like, oh, well, I think of you less as the character in the game, but more as like the actor that I also see in other things. Like, why surrender the ability to get people more immersed by getting like recognizable faces in your stories?
Yeah, how does that help? Like,
When
it's
you do there's a fighting
agree,
pit part of 007, you walk out of it, and then Shroud, who's apparently a streamer, is like, well done, dude. What a great performance. And you're just like, what the
You know what? I agree with everything you guys are saying, but if I ever have the opportunity in the future, which will never happen, to be in Game of Thrones, I'm totally taking it. It's
And we'll make
I
fun
think-
of
No,
you.
I mean, the thing is, I
I
don't
can
think
play a
lots of
gray
people-
beard.
Yeah,
Look at you.
Put their hand up to do
And
it.
you're
I
young.
understand why anybody
I'm-
would want to do
I would
it. I'm just
totally
saying,
do it.
Yeah.
people who are making it should think a bit harder about it.
yeah, they should. It's unnecessary, but yeah, this episode, and again, I just went and rewatched it after Jace sinks in. They do a shot of Alyn stepping up on the ship, and then they do a sweeping shot of the battle, which maybe means we're going to get more of it next episode.
Ooh, I'm not
I wouldn't
sure.
count on it though.
I get the impression that last shot is look at the casualties of this crazy battle that you got to see a lot of. Like I got to see some of it. I did some of it.
Hey, at least we could see this battle. Okay, so credit to them. You don't have to get a better TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at that shot. It's gorgeous.
That's a good shot.
That looks great. It's a very nice looking show.
I think the battle was good. Overall, and I think there's some things we should change. I hate the Rhaenyra stuff, obviously, but in terms of like the execution of it, I
agree. I like it. I think it's cool, but I wish we got more.
Yep.
I really do.
yeah.
I feel still the episode itself is mixed. There's just too many things that they're doing that I don't like.
It's interesting because if I was to segment the things that I really liked just separate, easy 8, 9 out of 10. But because you balance it out with all the other kind of things that are a bit like, it's more around 6 out of 10 territory for me at the moment. And I'm still enjoying it. I enjoyed the episode overall. And there were parts that I really liked. So,
Yeah, the battle was good. I think that's a good description, right? It's good. It didn't suck. It wasn't what they made it out to be, though. Let's be real.
No, I think that for 2 seasons of waiting for something that we all know was meant to be part of season 2, I think it underdelivers in that sense. But I guess taken on its own, it's quite entertaining. The battle sequences.
Thank you for making Corlys badass for once.
Yep.
Ryan said earlier, like if this were episode 9 and we had 10 and then the end of the season, I think it would have gone over way better.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
That's what I've kind of because now you have different expectations with it being the season opener. You have to do kind of these little recaps of these characters. The thing that is the worst part about season 8 is kind of how it ends because there's no real finale and it feels like you're building up to something that never happens. And I think if this is episode 9 and then we get kind of the fallout from this in episode 10, very traditional Game of Thrones fashion, I feel like season 2 would have been received better. Than it was.
And it does have that problem that in between that ending that we never got and now it's kind of here was a really great 6-episode season of television set in the same world. Tight, very entertaining thematically, really very poignant. And that was right in the middle of this big gap. So it's a thing to compare to, and I think the comparison is not favorable to at least this episode right now.
Run and half these ships are burning because like Sheepstealer just burned. Like, you know what I mean? Some of these are like Velaryon ships that are burning.
Yes,
of Sheepstealer, who is Corlys's fucking granddaughter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, not just Jace, but that too. That's a lot of innocent, that's a lot of your guys.
What we're realizing is there's a lot of talking to be done now.
There really is. And if they're going to be honest and realistic, right? No one would ever trust that stupid girl again to ride a dragon or do anything.
The only time she's useful, she's like a grenade. You just toss her into the enemy side of the battlefield.
Yeah, she cannot be on that dragon ever again.
This is what I'm saying, though. When it comes to the Nettles absence, and when it comes to if she could actually be Nettles, I think one of the only people that's going to have her back is her father, Daemon, who has just gone through these visions, repeatedly being kind of guilt-tripped by visions of Lena and being asked, are you there for the girls? Did you stay strong for the girls? All this stuff. And I think Daemon is going to try to defend and protect her. They might go fuck off by themselves for a while. You know?
Yeah. That's a different way to do it.
I don't think they're going to fuck, but I'm just saying.
But it takes away from the fact that Sheepstealer was a dragon that Nettles could control. And we got to see what the aftermath. I don't want to spoil anything, but she says something after the battle, right? To the other dragon seeds. So we'll see. God, I've already spoiled enough. I don't want to spoil too much more.
Episode 1, we got 3 hours of discussion out of it, so
it's
not like nothing's happening or anything.
We did. It's time to get to the people. How's everybody doing? Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably be able to give 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna have to go. I'm
Yep.
afraid.
Gotcha. You guys do what you need to do. Yeah, I got to get up freaking early and go to Wisconsin. I guess not too early now. Oh well. Yapping Tom for $2.79. I need to find a who says show. Look how badass Lohar is, and then I have a media asset for that if I can find it. Oh, here it is.
Woke.
There you go. John Campia, who says Supergirl's going to make $1 billion. By the way,
Easily.
Ryan, do you think Supergirl comes in number 2 next week at the box office?
Yes.
I think that's a good.
God, I hope so. Please.
I said on the stream, I think that Supergirl is going to end up in that like $50 to $55 million range.
Yeah.
You know, but with that being said, Toy Story opened 160. Even if it had a 66% drop off, still above 50 million for second weekend. So it's certainly possible.
Even if it's close, that's kind of bad.
Yes. It's embarrassing, yeah.
Penn's fan for life for $2 says only good thing about Sheepstealer is the design. I would agree with that. Everything about the story
looks cool, like his teeth, his
yeah,
jaw, his wings.
I would have been so happy for him to just, after every scene of it chasing him, to just eat her. And have been like, yeah.
And then another mystery black girl comes out and tames him, and it's like, hey, it's Nettles.
It's Nettles.
That would have been such a crazy retcon from Condal, though.
Well, how about we just kill 2 birds with 1 stone? It's Mushroom that jumps onto.
Oh,
yeah. The show misses Mushroom. Faux Q for $5 says we're going to get GTA 7 before we get Wins a Winner. Yeah. Because you're never getting Wins a Winner.
That's not even a joke statement.
No,
that's just
not
gonna happen.
He essentially said he's giving when he hinted, and we got our Hilts hurt coming up next. So, hail Blood Raven. But I just want to say, he said when he mentioned that I could go, I feel like I could get wins done if I just, did some more Dunk and Egg books and got the next Fire and Blood book done. That's what he's doing. That's absolutely what he's doing.
He's been very quiet on Not a Blog too.
That means he's not getting any work done.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Well, I think
he likes to brag when he's getting shit done. He brags about it, right? He's like, "Oh, I did a Tyrion chapter today." It's like he's so desperate for people to fucking give him credit for anything. Like if he's doing stuff, he will tell you about it, but he's not doing anything because he's a fat lazy fuck.
Yep. Our Hilts hurt. Philosophy Tube is the worst actor in all of A Song of Ice and Fire.
Well, considering he's pretending to be a woman who's pretending to be a man, yeah.
And he's supposed to be acting full time then. Yeah. I mean, is he worse than Mysteria though?
Ooh.
She's pretty bad.
She's pretty bad.
Hail Blood Raven. I possess the spirit of a king. No, you don't, honey. Yapping Tom for $2.79.
What I meant about that line. A lot of people were like, that line was cringe-worthy. I read it as like the show was kind of making fun of her or something, but I could be wrong. We'll have to see how everything turns out.
The thing that got me was Mysteria's reaction to it.
Yeah.
He's not fat. He's big boned.
Who, George?
Roundera. Maybe Roundera. Dude, that's the best. Season 2 was only 8 episodes because of the writer's strike. What excuse are they using this time since the season is also only 8 episodes? Shake my head.
That's not why it was 8 episodes.
Yeah, the writer's strike meant they couldn't reformat and thus save the season from ending like shit.
The reason was they didn't want to spend the extra $50 million or whatever, because these are like $25 million an episode.
Mistake.
It was
like that.
It was Casey Bloys and David Zaslav cutting the budget
so they could pretend the company is more profitable than it actually was, so they could sell the company. That's why it happened. But the writer's strike, like Mueller said, they wrote it for 10 episodes. HBO came in and said, no, you can only do 8, and they could not rewrite it. So that's why episode 8 didn't feel like a season finale.
Yeah, like in theory, they could have like conjoined 8 and 9, cut out a lot of talking, move in more battles, try to get an actual ending for season 2 that was the Gullet. They could have tried it, but like the writing strike meant they couldn't rewrite it all, so they were fucked. What a stupid move! Like in retrospect, holy shit.
Jim 782 has been a member for 56 months. Hell, brother. That was balls and looked like shit.
I thought it looked good.
I think it looked pretty good.
Oh, looked good. Story wasn't very good. Thought the episode was okay, fairly underwhelming. It's funny how the woke writers trying to turn Rhaenyra and Alicent into girl boss types is only making them look dumber and dumber.
If that continues on like that, might end up being my favorite part of this entire series.
It might. One review I saw, it was Emergency Awesome, and it was spoiler free, but he specifically said, if you didn't like the Rhaenyra Alicent stuff in season 2, you're probably not going to like it here, because he's seen a bunch of episodes. So there she is, Roundira the Cruel for $4.99. I really hate Rhaena. Absolute worst. Sheepstealer is cool, though. It would be funny to me if Hot Dragon turned out to be worse than Game of Thrones, because fuck George R. Martin.
That is tough competition. Like, if we get a bad season, remember, season 8 is abominable. Like, we're dealing with something special at that point.
And season 7 isn't far behind.
Well, I think season 1 was very good. I don't think you can say that season 1 is the same level as like the top tier Game of Thrones, right? So it doesn't have that as far to fall, and I don't think it's going to be that bad as season 8. So it'd be tough for it to. I feel like it'd be tough for it to do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of recency bias, and a lot of people like the downfall of Stranger Things and The Boy is bigger than Game of Thrones. It's like silence, child. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Our Hilts hurt for $4.99. They know me so well. Gary, how hard did you get when you saw the Green Man again? Did you need to take a cold shower? I'm going to take one right after the stream. Pretty hard. It was awesome.
I'm going to be on Our Hilts Hurt. They're doing a live stream, I think, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern.
My invite must have got lost in the email.
Must have. I think I'm going to go on there for a little bit, because I have FML as well, but I'm going to go on there for a little bit.
Go subscribe to Our Hilts Hurt.
Yeah. Go check out Our Hilts Hurt.
Their last couple videos are pretty good, despite them being complete dicks.
Who to root for? And
yeah.
Yeah.
In one video, they're talking about Aegon, and they're like, hey, he's good. I mean, the whole rape thing, we can't believe her. Nobody was really there. We don't know what happened.
Some of their funniest videos are the ones that piss everybody off, like the mountain did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Pluto hasn't completed its first orbit since its discovery, but you'll know it actually completes it, unlike George with his books. Yeah.
I think George writes one word per Pluto completing its orbit.
Yes.
Oh, so one word every 250 years then?
Oh, he's off the internet today. George, he knows exactly what day it is. And I don't think he's watching House of the Dragon. Do you think George watched this?
No.
You do?
Oh.
What's he going to be doing instead? Fucking writing? As if.
Gary, he probably does watch it with someone and like yell at them about all the things they're getting wrong. He probably does.
That'd be a great stream.
It'd be funny as fuck, yeah.
Corlys ship in the past was very One Piece like, especially from season 2. Yeah. What's up with all the bokeh close-ups in this one? Do you know what that is, guys?
They just mean like there's a lot of shots that were close up to people's faces. There were a bunch in this one.
Yes. Ryan Condell directed it.
A lot of philosophy tube right in your face.
Yep. Well, he's been unsubscribed. Cheers to at least having something to talk about. Yes, we could talk about anything. Let's be real. But thank you for being a member for 26 months. Citizen Vigilante, $7 on Prime, crazy based. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah,
Is
it might
good?
be. It might be one of the most. I mean, in the based movies. Is it high art? No. But I don't think it's expected to be. As far as a Yui Bowl film is concerned, it's one of his better films by far. Yeah, interesting watch. Not anything they'll make in Hollywood, but I mean, it's Death Wish. You can pick the number, but it's Death Wish. But yeah, I saw it. I liked it. Rhaenyra's story is small but effective at showing the virtue of patience and duty. What are they going to do with mourning now after the mourning now after this? Well, she's probably gonna. Well, there's a lot to do. I can't say much.
Lots of conversation.
She'll be sad. She will be sad. Now, the whole Rhaenyra and Sheepstealer thing, I certainly hope that gets brought up. I certainly hope that doesn't get forgotten like Rhaenys blasting out of the dragon pit. We'll see. Pens Fan for Life has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships. Thank you very much. Hail. Captain Cunt was so unbelievable. No verisimilitude. Not even good for comic relief. Fear me, sorority girl, perfect teeth. They have good teeth for a medieval society, Shad.
And even for a lot of British actors in general.
You know, that's actually a bit of a misconception. The bad teeth comes from much later when the British people started to eat heaps of sugar and their teeth rotted there. In the medieval period, because they didn't eat as much sugar, their teeth didn't get nearly as bad as.
But they had. Well, I mean, that's not medieval. I'm going back to ancient Egypt.
But also, I mean, they'd be like crooked and uneven, right? Because there were no braces.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they wouldn't be as bad as they are.
That's part of good teeth.
In terms of rotting black and stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But people would die of abscess because there would be too much grains of sand in their bread, and it would just grind up their teeth. Well, pharaohs died like that.
They died from a lot of different things.
Yeah,
including age. That'll
Rarely.
get you.
Rarely did they die.
Infant mortality.
Does anyone really die of age?
No. So they replaced Nettles with another black character. Can we say they reneged?
I think that's, especially you could say that Ryan Condal reneged on his like promises to George, maybe about staying faithful. I think that's appropriate.
Movie Erotic for 2. Gary, please review Spider-Man Noir on the main channel. Nah, that's gonna be a Nerdrotic Daily. That's a Nerdrotic Daily one. I liked it though. I thought it was neat. I hate Alicent conspiring to murder her own son and Helena siding with Daemon, who murdered her son in front of her. I hate Kevin Feige, by the way, for $5. Why didn't Bela either grab Jace or burn the ship?
I was going to ask about this because I don't know if they accounted for where she went once he went down.
She had a very short moment to do that, but that's why he got plucked by arrows.
Yeah.
Still something
you
you're
make
going
a
to
pass,
watch.
but it was just a little too late, basically, to try to redo the same thing that she could have done. And I do not know. Like she kind of goes out of frame and like basically starts like a circle, maybe to potentially come back. I do not know.
Jace should have grabbed all those wooden planks floating around him, use them as like a barrier to protect him from the arrows. But okay,
somebody a little more seasoned in battle probably wouldn't have surfaced so obviously. Maybe just been a little more subtle about it. Stayed under the water as much as they could.
Did Moondancer try to go like even while they were down, like go down and like grab him and just not able to get him?
Right before she tried to do the same thing she did the first time. And couldn't because he was too close to the water. So she did try. Lohar was just pure cringe. Actor is terrible. I want to correct you there. Actor is terrible. Damn it. This thing. I had to force myself to watch this. 2 years is too long of a wait. We can all agree there. And I don't care about anyone outside of Daemon. The whole episode, I wanted to shut it off and watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms instead. I may dip out soon. I don't blame you.
Why would you keep watching it? If that's how you feel.
I got my steel book of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's glorious. It's got all the little features, and it's a great show. Let's go. Let's go. We're going. Thank you for the $20.
I just turned it on real quick, and like she does try to get him and not.
Yeah.
But then like once Vermax is like in the water and like submerging, like Bela is there like yelling Jace, and she's about to turn back, and then another shot from one of those projectiles like whizzes right past her, and she kind of has to bank and can't get to him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good enough because I was looking at it as well. Because there's like a whole minute that goes by after that of him struggling. It's like she's going back in, I think, to do everything she can to save him.
I'm fine with I think what they showed.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm okay with it too, even though I wish a different outcome happened because I want Jace to win.
She turns and she burns that ship. There's no question.
There is about from the time they show it, there's about like 20, 25 seconds maybe before Jace is submerged and underwater. From that point, we have to see her beg to go the other way. I'm fine with it.
I'm saying she turns immediately and burns the ship because that's all she needs to do to save him.
I'm trying to catch up to the part.
Like, it's one of those, perfect in hindsight kind of things. In the heat of the moment, I could see someone making.
I'd argue the reverse. She's going to be so emotionally invested, she'd make the mistake of putting herself at risk to save him.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's her future husband. That's.
I'm not saying I couldn't see it go that way, but I'm okay with what they did show. Like, I think it's justified enough.
I disagree.
Now you can never talk to each other again.
Bye, Shad. Bye, Ryan.
You're dead to me.
Just tell me when you need to bail, Muller. It's all good.
Go for a few more minutes.
All right. Thanks, man. Forest Beyond the Trees for 20 says, when Sheepstealer puked up sheep, for a minute, I thought we might be getting a subversive side story where a dragon adopts a Valyrian for the season. Probably still would have sucked, but would have been better than this. I wish none of it was in it. It ruins the Battle of the Gullet. It completely changes it contextually. She fucked everything up. And High Tide still got sacked. And we didn't see it.
That sheep meat looked tender and
do you think that we're gonna see like Corlys right now is still underwater?
Yep.
Tywin Lannister is still underwater. We don't know what's happening to Aegon and Viserys. There's got to be a sequence of Corlys like going to High Tide after this and
seeing like
destruction of.
He did this before. He's probably saying that when he gets back, he'll be like, "I've drowned before," because that was the whole season. Was that season 1 to 2's thing? We went overboard or some shit. And because Alyn saved him, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll probably do it again. I don't know. We'll see.
If this be victory, I pray I win and I never win another. That's one of his lines. Maybe we'll hear it next episode. 2 for 2 on watered down events to start this season. 2 for 2. You've been reading Warhammer 40K, Ryan, because that's exactly how Titans and Imperial Knights work. Thousands of years of history and experience from pilots absorbed into the machine's memory, shaping its personality and over time.
As cool as 40K sounds, I've never looked into it or read any lore on it or anything like that. So it's cool though.
Yeah, that stuff is crack. You got to watch out for it. The problem this show suffers from is the same thing that all villains in movies / TV nowadays is they can't make evil people look smart. This Nathan
I think Otto is pretty smart and he's evil.
Evil-ish.
Like, Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like on the slider, if you're doing like lawful evil, like he maybe barely kind of, you know what I mean, but not. That's one of the some people would say problems with the show is too many people are in this gray area where they might have some things that are here, some things that are there. Who do you root for? Who do you root against? Stuff like that. Like, is Laris evil?
Yeah, I think he's pretty evil. Like on a moral, like because there's a difference between like what policies they enact versus the kind of person they seem to be.
Yeah, exactly. I think Laris is evil.
Laris is the clubfoot guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he murdered his father and brother. Like, he's totally friggin' evil.
Mm-hmm. But he's such like a minor character as opposed to like some of these other main guys. Like, is Daemon evil?
Kind of.
Well, yeah, Daemon is. Like, as soon as you murder someone, you're in the evil camp in my mind.
Oh, hold up. What do you mean?
Well, wait.
He murdered his bitch wife.
Well,
he murdered his bitch wife and accidentally murdered children.
that
did a bit of children murder.
Right?
Okay, we've all.
That was a mistake, Ryan. Okay, it was a oopsie.
Yeah.
And listen,
it's a mistake.
Otto, I'm going to back Otto a little bit because in the context of Westeros at that time, having your 15-year-old daughter marry a 40-something-year-old king, perfectly acceptable. Okay.
Well, he's
not acceptable in
like
our society.
A lot of hands where they're just trying to make sure their own to take care of. They'd be happier if the world is happier if it means they benefit, right? It's like a lot of the way it works for him.
Well, no, like on Gary's point, what Otto did there was like he enabled his daughter to be like a queen essentially, and set up a very profitable marriage. Like in the context,
wasn't doing that for his daughter; he was doing it for himself.
Well, there's what I mean about the person.
Not a bad situation that the daughter receives as a result.
Well, because like he's a shit father. He's kind of like very selfish. He's manipulating everyone to gain power for the High Tower specifically. And you could say like, yeah, well, that's good, right? You advocate for your own family. It's like, yeah, but he's very devious the way that he does it. He manipulates everybody. It's like, so how good of a person is he? He's like, well,
I mean,
enjoy the hell out
part
of
the question is what was Alicent's kind of agency in the whole situation? Did she want to marry Viserys and all that stuff?
Based on the scene we have where he's fucking her, it doesn't seem like she's too into it.
It doesn't seem like
really into it.
No.
That's why she hit
what
the
causes so much of the resentment between Alicent and Rhaenyra is that Alicent did everything quote unquote right, followed the rules, was sold off to like get this position of power, and that's just the way things work. Whereas Rhaenyra was like had her sexual freedom and did whatever the fuck she wanted, regardless of the consequences. Like that's the thing that builds the resentment between them, kind of in the first place, and then lied to Alicent about all of it.
Yep.
So Alicent obviously, has a certain level of resent for being forced into that arrangement, but at the same time, did Alicent herself have any attraction to the idea that she would have great power in that marriage set up as well? Do you think she was completely reluctant, or that she was kind of more willing to entertain the idea because of how fortuitous that arrangement would be for her? Because she's shown signs of selfishness at the same time.
Yeah. That whole scene where she walked in, the younger version walked in with the green dress on. She knows what she's doing.
That was much after a lot of this stuff happened initially, though. Like that's where she like decided to like embrace this aspect as opposed to it didn't feel
she
like
eventually embraced it. There you go.
Yeah.
Ryan is crushing as always.
Thanks.
Better than crashing. Thank you for the $20, by the way. How am I supposed to say this name?
The Rock Monster.
The Rock Monster. The Rock Monster.
Or
Thorok. There would be no war if someone would ask them to calm down. I mean, that's all somebody had to do with Rhaenyra. Mark Hancock, thank you very much for the $10. Guys, just read the Red Rising series instead of watching this. Great story and characters, way more satisfying than how this season will be. Says September Ski. There's somebody been trying to get me to read that forever.
I know.
I wonder if he's the author. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of impressed they let a man take out Lohar. Yeah.
I mean, that's the best story person to have taken him out as well, I'd say.
And that's a change from the book.
Oh, really? Who takes out Lohar in the book?
A rival lover for a paramour named Black Swan. For a dude.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. A bunch of dudes fighting over a dude. I want to believe that Jace dying is a case of the show being shit happens, but I suspect it's the showrunner saying, see, she was right, which makes it even more cringe.
That's my worry.
Yeah,
I think this is part of why things didn't work quite out for me, because I knew Jace was going to die, as something I'd known since season 2 in the Gullet. And I was like, I actually kind of enjoy the idea that the Gullet is extremely dangerous, and the dragon you send there very likely will die with their rider, but that they need to go. Like, it's so important as a fight. So Rhaenyra's like, I'll go. And it's like, no, that would be retarded. And I thought that they were going to build it such that Jace was kind of the only other option, and that it was going to be tragic, but he needs to go. And even if he insists he goes against, her going and stuff, unfortunately, there's other options. And that doesn't even matter, because he's doing fine until Sheepstealer just fucks everything up. It's not like he was dying because the Gullet was so dangerous. He dies because there's just fuckery with dragons going on. So it kind of like messes with my perception of the stakes, and it makes it a little less satisfying.
Yep. By the way, this is what Mysteria is supposed to look like.
You mean the white worm is white?
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much, Griff Nizzle. Corvo the Crow for $19.99 says Queen of the Seven Kingdoms put in time out by her son, but the fuck did Tylan get to how the fuck did Tylan get to Essos? He sailed through the blockade. Rhaena sucks. They left out 3 of the 5 dragons that was supposed to be in the Battle of the Gullet, and 2 years for this. Yeah. Sitting out the rest of the dragon seeds was kind of dumb. And then they just sat there and took a shit, and flatulence continued.
That's such a great subtitle for this season if it goes to shit.
It really is.
Continues.
We as the people need Mauler and RK Outpost together again.
Well,
they're together right here.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Monster.
Actually today Nick Nick Diorio put out a VOD of me, Ryan, and him discussing season 4 episode 10 of Game of Thrones, and why I consider it that's the line that I draw for where the show falls off. Not that there's nothing good left, just that there's a dividing line before and after of like a sensibility and what to expect for quality and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that came out today until you said it. I was just like, I thought we were gonna like hint at something coming out, but yes.
No, it's already out. It's available
this morning.
I have in fact spent a lot of time with Mauler over the past while.
Wow.
So yeah.
Some fun surprises are on the way.
Yes, so you will
talk.
If you like that, you'll get more of it.
Jackson Cagle, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Penn's fan for life for 5. With the writing in this episode alone makes me want Cannibal to show up and off everybody. I'm right there with you. Whatever happened to Cannibal, Ryan? Whatever happened? Well, there's a couple of dragons that just kind of take off and disappear from history.
Cannibal like fly over Corlys's funeral or something?
Think so.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, we don't have a definitive death of Cannibal and Sheepstealer.
Yeah, Nettles and Sheepstealer, yeah. Which they can't. I guess they could do that in this, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a question I'm going to have to ask without the guys here. I have a question of there's some questionable deaths, and I'm wondering if they're going to have one person live. Neanderthal for 50 says, okay, brass tacks, liked episode 1, didn't watch 2. Do I continue?
Wait, what?
What?
Episode 1 of what? That's my question.
If they're talking about this show, there's only one so far. I mean, right now.
Did you watch episode 1 of like season 1?
I liked the first episode, but I didn't watch the second should I keep going? Like, it'd be one thing if you're like, I liked episode 1, didn't like episode 2. Should I keep going? But now it's like, hey, I like this thing. Should I keep watching?
Well, if you're talking about this episode, this was the only episode that aired. If you're talking about early seasons, season 1's really good.
Yeah. I mean, if you liked the first episode, go for it, I guess.
Yeah. Hell yeah. They want the women to be powerful victims. It's insane. Tardo and Tardette are giving D&D a run for their money.
Not yet, but we'll see.
Potential is there. We'll say the potential
I
is
don't
there.
like associating something like this with season 8 of Game of Thrones. It's ridiculous. Like, you know, awful. There's such a recency bias thing. Like, that season was fucking abominable.
It was one of the most frustrating things about reviewing this last season was people saying that it was like season 8 of Game of Thrones.
No, stop. There's different kinds of, there's disappointing, and then there's just shit, right? So that's like, I don't know, what's something that was bad but it wasn't like horrific. Like He-Man wasn't as bad as the Acolyte. You just can't make those distinctions.
I would go so far to say He-Man was good.
I thought Shad loved that.
Yeah, I loved
He does.
I
thought it was fine.
And look,
I don't
like,
ever want to see
bad.
it. Yeah.
House of the Dragon, right? There's good things like this first, season 1 episode.
Yeah.
Wasn't total crap. There was still a decent amount of good stuff in it to enjoy.
From Nathan Cassidy for $4.99. You know it's bad when the White Worm is way too young for the timeline and continuity is the least of my complaints with that character. Yep.
I'm afraid I'm falling asleep, so I'm
okay.
probably gonna have to jump out.
Take off, man. Thank you.
Been good fun. Can't wait for this weekly show to progressively get more enthusiastic because of how good it's gonna be.
Gonna get better.
Yay!
It better get better.
We got some great talking scenes coming. And you know what? Just give me Otto, okay? We can make a deal show. Just give me my Otto back, and maybe we'll be fine. Who knows?
He's got to pop up somewhere.
He's cast for this season, so hopefully we get more than one shot.
Who imprisoned him?
Bees Breeze was like the assumption at one point, right? Because he went to Old Town. So, but I don't know.
Huh?
We still don't know the answer to that question. Not for sure, anyway.
Subscribe to Mahler and Mueller.
Thank you all, everybody, and I'll catch you
watch
around
later, Mahler.
Like I said,
See you, dude.
Nicholas Dior's channel. You can catch me, Ryan, and Nick talking about Game of Thrones
Yeah,
for
it's
like
good.
2 hours.
Check it out.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Gotcha, mate.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, man.
I have a hard out in a little bit because I got to get up early, so we're gonna get through these. Eamon did his best Ash Williams impression on his mom. Give me some sugar, baby. That was weird. Shad, it was done completely for shock value. It wasn't necessary.
Like, are they going to follow that through in any measure that he has the hots for his mums now, or is it just that they're going to forget it completely and it's not going to be a thing? Because
hey, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has become a member. Hail!
High praise there, go.
It's the 67th version, but it's okay. So here's a question. Why would a Hightower, a follower of the Seven, be in the Godswood? Did she convert to the old gods? Well, the Godswoods are it's not
staying out of it.
They might have started out as the place where you have your heart tree, but there's Godswoods in all the castles, and even the ones without a werewood tree.
Was that where she was taking the dip in season 2 as she went into the water?
No.
The Godswood. Here's the other thing. It's shown much differently in House of the Dragon than it truly is. Like, just kind of like with the big Weirwood that they were actually at for a lot of the conversations in season 1. Like Alicent and Rhaenyra kind of hung out there at times.
Well, that's a change for the show too. Like,
yeah, like that should not be there.
It's never had a werewood tree,
but I like it. Oh, she said Kingswood, not Godswood.
Oh, Kingswood. Okay, sorry, my bad.
There you
So
go.
that was
I
where
can't
she-
read. I'm retarded.
That is where she was taking
Yeah.
a dip, Shad.
Yes.
Because you basically just have that one weirwood tree that's sitting there, which I think Bloodraven will look at it through the future and through the past and all this stuff. But I think the weirwoods are seeing everything that happened. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Which means that Bloodraven will eventually see everything that happened.
He's seeing everything that happens right now. 1,000 eyes in one. He's always watching. We come to die for the Dragon Queen. That north for you. Cannibal the Dragon. Hail, Cannibal. We always wonder where you went. Where's your mixtape gameplay, Gary? Well, I didn't have time, but I've got to get it done quickly. So as soon as I get to Wisconsin, I'm doing it.
Look, it's pretty short, all right. You know, it's only like 2 or 3 hours.
I know.
You have a great time.
Yeah, I'll get to it probably Wednesday. I know I told Mueller this weekend, but I had to pack and I had a bunch of stuff to do. A bunch of last minute stuff fell in my lap. But I will be doing it. I'm bringing my gaming PC with me. Hail the Fellowship. Peace, says Jackson Cagle. Hail, brother. Thanks for being a member for 26 months. Mad Dog for $4.99. People think Darren is dyeing his hair to stay hidden. What are your thoughts on that? Also, the actor is playing Link in the live action Legend of Zelda. Oh, yeah. Really? It's the same actor?
Is it?
Based on some spoilers I've heard, that's a possibility.
I like it to see it's Caesarian.
That Zelda movie should be animated, by the way. Should not be live action, but
out of all the Nintendo properties that could translate well to live action, Zelda is the one that you could do it.
I mean, you could, because they're like people with elf ears, but it should be animated, in my opinion, as should all of the Nintendo ones, all of them, including Metroid.
Yeah, Shad, you didn't want to see Brie Larson in a Metroid movie?
No, but I did want to see Zelda in a live action, so I'm hoping it's going to be good.
It's like there's no way it's going to be good though. Like there's just no way. I don't.
Well, honestly, the past Nintendo movies don't give me much hope. So,
well, to be fair, it's Sony instead of Universal, but it's also like one of the writers wrote The Rise of Skywalker. I'm pretty sure, or the writer wrote that. And the guy who directed it, the most recent thing he did was the most recent Planet of the Apes movie, which is like not good. It's not garbage, but like it's not a good movie.
Was he responsible for the script though? That's the question.
Well, I mean, even then, I mean, he was the director. I'd say the director has to own some of that, regardless. And he did the Maze Runner movies as well, which I've only seen the first one, and I remember it being, but that was also a while ago, so I don't even know how much that matters. But I mean, I just don't expect it to be good, unfortunately.
I hate Maze Runner. Like, I think that one.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, it's been too long for me to.
No, I didn't mind it either. It was.
Whereas Reese Efans, is that how you're supposed to say it in that Welsh gobbledygook?
Reese Fons, I think.
Reese Fons. Is he all right? Is he safe? We don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I sure hope so.
House of the Dragon season 3 is the fat friend of the 10 out of 10 A Night of the Seven Kingdoms season 1. C blocking you, cock blocking you. If in the A Song of Ice and Fire Club. It's very unfortunate that show came out this year. But now it's gonna flip flop. So next year we get a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and then we get the final season of the House of Dragon. Then we're gonna get Aegon's Conquest. Is that going to be a movie or a show?
Movie,
I feel like I've got both at this point. Oh, movie. Okay.
So what's the next show they're going to do? They had
Corlys.
They had thrown around the idea of House of the Dragon being an anthology series. I don't know if they'd stick with that, because they could do House of the Dragon and do the Blackfire Rebellions. They can do Robert's Rebellion. They could do a lot of shit.
They could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they could.
They canceled the Jon Snow series that they were
thank God
thinking of.
Halfway through episode 1, was wondering if they were going to wipe out the Lannister twins in episode 1. Well, fucking LOL. Bye, that actor, I guess. They might not be gone.
Yeah.
Neo. They might not be gone. As Tywin would say, have surely said, Jacaerys could have been an excellent fucking hostage. Yep. At this point, I think the incest is caused by something the Maesters put into the Red Keep's water supply. Well, the Maesters are the ones they might not like Targaryens very much. I fully believe in the Maester conspiracy. I do. And it looks better than Nolan's Odyssey.
I mean, that movie. Let's go. That shit would never not be funny to me. Everything about it.
Based on what I've seen, yeah. My mind might change when I see the movie.
Nolan has certain I don't know, I guess you could say like sensibilities in terms of his sort of approach to doing twists and things, these gimmicks or changes, you know, like in Dunkirk, for instance. And I don't know, maybe this is where he sort of met his match when it comes to trying to mess around a little bit more with something like as foundational as the Odyssey. We'll see.
We'll see. That'll be fun. Totally, this episode was a mess. I can see what George R. Martin meant. See? Like it had its moments, but this was just badly written fan fiction. It is a mixed bag for sure, with a lot of just dumb writing. Ugh. So those worst, Mahler said it earlier, the bad elements from season 2 might be festering. We'll see. Find out next episode. If they keep the battle going for a little while, next episode.
That'd be nice, but I don't think they will, unfortunately.
No.
I don't think it's going to be like a massive. I think it's going to be cleanup stuff. But there's a lot to. I think there's a lot to do on the water still, like going to Driftmark, Thailand. Like Corlys needs to be saved somehow, like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Neo for 20 Czechoslovakian peso says her last words to her son were "Open the fucking door." Well, the last words to his face were if I die, you'll be the king. She slams the door and he walks away. So I don't think he heard those words.
Well, no, when he heard
finally be the king.
You'll finally be the king.
When he walked away, he probably heard, faint echoes of "My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood."
I certainly hope she mentions that my last words to my son or that. Jace would have gotten away with his diabolical plan to save his mom and the fleet were it not for his retarded cousin. R.I.P. to our strong prince. Oh, lampshades on fire. Rest in peace, Jace. He was strong. Remember the opening tourney of Game of Thrones where Robert is told he can't fight as a plot point? The opening episode. I remember the tourney.
What he's saying is like when they had to stop like a big plot point, and not a huge plot point, but a plot point was Robert wanted to fight in the tournament and he had to be told they had to stop him from fighting because he's the king and it's reckless of him to do so. He can't go out there.
Yep. Thank you.
I will say that is much different. Like the idea of a king in no state of war who just wants to fuck around, get drunk and fight people. Like, yeah, you can't let him go do that. Whereas if this is fucking all out war and this could be the end of your navy and shit, little more understandable to have a debate about whether you send this weapon or not.
Yeah.
But in terms of jousting, there's actually kind of precedent for it. King Henry VIII, I believe, got injured in a joust, and that had significant consequences for his temperament and his health later on, and some of his choices later on in life. They say is because of this, serious injury that almost killed him in a joust. And so kings have done it in the past, where they say, "Get stuffed. I'm going to do it anyway." But then significant repercussions have happened as a result.
Yeah. We just saw a hand of the king in a trial by 7.
Yep.
Killed by his own brother.
Mm-hmm.
But no, good point. Thank you very much. Otto didn't let Viserys leave to Dragonstone in episode 1. Yeah, that's right. Line was stolen from the real Queen Elizabeth I. Did she say that? The line of I may have the body of a weak, feeble woman.
I don't know.
I don't know. Or flatulence continues. West of Westeros became a member. Hail, thank you. And West of Westeros has paid it forward by gifting a Nerdrotic membership. Awesome. Sarah Hess wrote the next 2 episodes. Gods preserve us. Says Lampshades on fire. I'm not looking forward to that. I have questions. Number 1, Driftmark was what was on fire. 2, Alicent getting kissed. Did I see the green men? Antler Man? Yes. Nettles needs to be here. Sheepstealer's antics was interesting twist. R.I.P. Jace. West of Westeros likes the Sheepstealer. I didn't, but it's okay. We can disagree.
Well, they said interesting twist, not necessarily they liked it.
Okay. It was a twist. It was definitely a twist. And I was not expecting it at all. So they got me there. Seeing a green man again was in daytime was awesome. The dragons are too small to fire from super high up. Funnily enough, Syrax was large enough and with hard enough scales, those wouldn't work on her. Real Queen Elizabeth first said that line when she was encouraging troops about to go out to battle. There's more to it. The show only used part of it. Okay. I did not know that. The queen is the most strategic piece on the chessboard, but these leftist writers are not talented enough to write that way, even though George R.R. Martin has. Yes. The one thing George doesn't do, while his women in his books will sometimes have plot armor, like wandering around Westeros and not getting, I don't know, sexually assaulted. But for the most part, like, he will not degrade his male characters for his female characters, and his female characters are as flawed as the male characters. Absolutely flawed. Cersei's a fucking idiot. Like, for a long time. For an entire book, she's an idiot. Maybe more than that. I like that Corlys was using the past to instruct the quartermaster, but took over when it got really hard. I did that. I like that too, Neil. I like that. It's like, I'll take the wheel. We're good. Sheepstealer with a woman driver looked like the giant SUVs at the local boutique mall on a Saturday. This is Cape Gabe. For real.
What are they trying to say?
I'm glad the Sailor Ninja took out the Transformer, says D's Weebos for $1.99. Avatar for 1,000 Rons. Says, at first I thought I'd watch this show only for the dragons, but then season 1 was awesome. Then season 2, outside some stuff, was basically shit. And now there's this. So now I guess I'm back to watching the show only for the dragons. I'm so disappointed Vermithor wasn't at the Gullet. I know, dude.
I want to see Vermithor, period.
Yes.
The Bronze Fury. I also think Hugh. I also think Hugh's an interesting. It's an interesting choice to change his characterization a little bit from the book, and it's one that I think I could like, but I need to know why and what's going to motivate the way things go down with him.
Well, I think they took part of Nettles' personality and gave it to Hugh, because Nettles is pretty loyal. And I don't want to say too much more. So I think they took some of Nettles and personality, obviously, and gave it to Hugh, because that was strange. Because I like Hugh, and you're not really supposed to like Hugh in the book. I never got the impression that he was a good dude. So I like that change, and it'll make things interesting later on, Ryan.
Yeah,
with
like. Hugh, he's a little bit older. He seems very noble and very respectable. That doesn't fly with some of his actions in the text. And I think that obviously it's just stories that we don't know exactly what the truth is, but I'll be interested to see how that plays out.
Well, after
it's like 100% it's got to be Tumbleton, right? Because that's where his wife is going. And
yeah,
I think that what happens in Tumbleton eventually will cause him to, depending on how that plays out.
Well, was it after the Ballad of Gullet that the Hugh was celebrating, and one of them was riding around on a horse with just their spurs? I can't remember which. No, I don't know if it was after this battle or not, but they got their knighthood and they were out celebrating and partying it up, and they were really the only ones celebrating because the battle was so grim, right? But I'm not sure. I don't think that was Hugh though. I hate that the armor doesn't work. It's like The Simpsons. The glasses, they do nothing. F fight choreography Hollywood. Says Soul Mid.
I mean, I didn't notice it being too bad. I think there's one moment that did look odd when I think it was Daemon just with the sword on top of a soldier at the beginning. He just kind of pushes it down. I couldn't tell if that was going through the breastplate or the neck. But there was a moment when Corlys, he takes a hit on the armor and the armor protects him and deflects it in the final fight. And so at least at one moment, they did show the armor saving someone's life. I've seen far worse. I've seen far, far worse. Let me put it that way in terms of armor being completely forgotten, like in The Witcher. Holy crap!
Oh,
he just pushes a sword through a breastplate like it's nothing. It's
Lampshades on fire for $5. Did they forget to score Jace's death? There is like Ramin Djawadi is fucking awesome. Like his soundtrack for all of House of the Dragon and all of Game of Thrones, even the bad seasons, are awesome. I felt like they should have just ended with him floating, just sinking down. They didn't need to show those
very impactful things about not scoring things.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends.
At the end of Hardhome, when the Night King does this, it's silent, and all you hear is like seagulls and the water.
Yeah,
like there's no music at all, and they let it drag on under the credits for a long time. It's really good, really fucking good. As was right not to watch this trash. I don't regret watching.
I reckon
it.
season 1 is definitely worth a watch, especially with the payoff of is it Viserys? Yeah, I get the names.
Yeah, Viserys. Like he is the MVP. I didn't hate season 2. There's moments that I hate, but I didn't hate season 2.
It's got worthwhile writing in it. Yep. It does. It's like a real television show, and it's got real TV show problems, which is different from, your typical like Disney Plus Marvel show where it's like, well, no, this is not. We're not even like approaching having anything worthwhile. These are like, it's frustrating when the problems arise, but like it's a real TV show with like actual character writing and themes. Yeah.
Look at how much we discussed the characters and their motivations through this.
Even in this episode.
Yep. Yeah. There's definitely enough meat to talk about.
So best character dies because of a stupid tranny. No, actually because of a stupid stepsister. What? My God. What is
Would you call it a race swap because she's replacing Nettles, but then Nettles was black? I don't know.
Well, she's a race swap already.
She's a race swap for her main character, but she is the same race of a character that she's replacing. So it's weird.
Bitter Steel greater than Bloodraven all day. Get out of here. Slade Lawton. We are team Bloodraven. Well, I am. I won't speak for anybody else, but Daemon Blackfire was a better man. Also, why did the intro have the Blackfire sigil at the end of the title sequence? I support the Blackfire cause, but the intro backing the king who bore the sword?
There is, I've heard, that's not the first time I've heard that today. So I don't know if it's just a mistake. But I skipped through it. Just trying to watch the episode,
I'll have to go back and look. I didn't see it. That would be weird to have the Blackfire sigil. Mixtape 1, Gary, you made a blood oath. I did. So Wednesday. I have to get to Wisconsin. Daemon is going to be forced to unalive his daughter and her dragon if the writers are going the way I see them going. That would be really crazy. She has to run to Daemon, who protects her and separates him from Rhaenyra as a result, replacing Nettles.
That's where I think things are headed. Like that. I guess I could see them doing whatever, but that was when even thinking about this season in her absence, I was wondering if that's something that would happen. I don't think they're gonna fuck. And even some of the histories say they weren't necessarily, but it's pretty clear most people that they were fucking. But it is a little up in the air potentially. I just don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why you replace the character. I don't. Maybe we will see a reason at some point, even if it's one we don't like or agree with.
My worry
right now, I don't get it.
No, my worry is for him to do the deed with the daughter for the gross out, shock value. I reckon they're going like it's perfectly in line with their playbook, which would suck, be dumb, but I could see them doing it.
I just had a son make out with his mom, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, but I think that's probably what they're going to end up doing. Like she's going to want her dead and Daemon's going to actually remember she's his daughter. So,
yeah. And that and I think it's because season 2 is fresh in my head because of the Lena appearances and him kind of getting guilt tripped for not being there for his daughters. Yeah.
Yep. It's 7:40 in the morning in the EU and just woke up. Mahler is either really early for you or really late. Anyway, I appreciate the dedication. He's just been up for a long time, the Highlander. Cheers. Hail Mahler, by the way. Rhaenyra complaining, I have the spirit of a king while crying and whining sent me over the edge. It kind of did.
It's funny, man.
Yeah. Book of Grudges. We laughed. We definitely laughed. We're all stuck with watching prequel shows since the future was fucked by Game of Thrones season 8. Even when we get a fantastic show like Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I'm guessing that, we know where it leads.
It's unfortunate but yeah, I mean, this isn't the only franchise where that's the case, where the ending is so bad you have to move into the past.
Like, I mustn't be the only one where it's easier for me to kind of segregate these, series franchises. Like for me, Star Wars sequels, they're not canon. I can still love the original trilogy, and I could definitely love Night of the Seven Kingdoms, like completely divorced from Game of Thrones and the entire series.
I agree. It's easier with each successive fuck up. I find the more that it's happened, the easier it is for me to pretend these things don't exist.
All hail Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King of Skyrim. Dawnbreaker. Remember when Daemon had the visions last season and it ends with Daenerys? And I'm like, why? Like, why is she like, this is what we're fighting for? What the hell did she have to do with anything in the end? I mean, she helped fight the White Walkers for an evening on the porch of Winterfell, but then she turned into a Nazi in that fucking speech she gave was so cringe at the end. Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't have seen Jon Snow, who was more important in the story for the show. I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children, whose names I heard whispered in their last breaths. I fight for few who did come home. Dawnbreaker says. Only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them. I hope this is all in order. Hope I'm not reading it backwards. Oh, yeah. Yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must. Ulfric Stormcloak. Hail Ulfric Stormcloak. We're going to wrap it up there. I've got to go. These poor guys got to go. This is a long one. It was fun.
It was.
It was. We got 7 more to go.
You guys did a longer one with Night of Seven Kingdoms, because I remember I had to bounce to do Blackberry
Yeah.
with my kids, and I
Yeah, it
came
was like
back
5
and you were
hours.
still streaming. I was like, what the
That was a
hell?
30-minute episode.
I know. We can talk.
Mhm.
What do you got coming up, Shad?
Same old. Yeah, I'll be doing Night's Watch live stream, Culture Crusade tomorrow. Back at it, talking about just all the crazy crap in media and the world. And sort of views on Shadiversity. Hey, Gary, have you got your new glam tring yet? You said you
I haven't yet. I ordered it. So
ordered it. It should be on its way, because I haven't done a review on this yet, but I should be filming the review maybe this week. And this one's cool. This one's very cool.
excellent. Can't wait to get it. Ryan, what do you got coming up?
I got Geeks and Gamers Daily in about 9 hours from now over on Geeks and Gamers. So I got that. Actually, less than that. I don't know. Go check out my channel, Ryan Kittle RK Outpost. Go check out RK Outpost Live. I've been doing Pokemon opening streams over there, ripping open packs of Pokemon, which has been very fun. And I'm actually going to have a vlog coming out there about the card show that I went to in Orlando.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting. Sports Wars, FNT, this show. I don't know what else is going on. I'm too tired.
Yeah, gotcha. Fringy.
Oh, fuck my life. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Veridark's channel. I'm going to be on R. Hiltzert a little bit before that.
Yep.
So, there you go.
I'll be listening. Fringy, what do you got coming up?
Oh, I'm just working Fringy on YouTube, but I guess the only thing would be, hey, look, we're doing EFAP, every week we're doing EFAP. It's Supergirl this week, exciting, back to the world of DC.
Oh, Supergirl
on the up and up, and it's a great universe. It really makes a lot of sense. They're making a lot of the correct choices with the projects that they're getting going, and it's exciting times. But yeah, we'll be covering that this week. Otherwise, I'm just working.
Awesome. Well, brilliant. Well, I'm hitting the road. I got a video coming out tomorrow about Supergirl. I tried to pinpoint the start of the DCU. Spoilers, I failed.
Well,
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't fucking
yes,
tell you
right,
what it is.
It's Superman is the true beginning, except it's Creature Commandos, except Blue Beetle will definitely be a part of this going forward. Dude,
Or Peacemaker season 1.
It's so incompetent. Everything
Yeah.
about it.
Even their initial plan, when they were saying that they were intending to do the Authority after Superman before, the Justice
Before
League.
Batman,
It's like, you
before
guys are
Wonder Woman,
retarded.
before-
You don't know what you're doing. Why on earth would you do the Authority? That's But they
Yeah.
canceled that.
Yep.
Now it's a mess. They have no idea.
Nope.
Yeah, there was meant to be an Amanda Waller show. That was meant to be before Superman, and that never materialized. There was a Booster Gold show that got announced that there. Oh, I think some guy said he turned in a script recently for that. Oh yeah, 3 years. That was 3 years ago, guys. That when all of that stuff got announced. That was before the Flash and everything had come out.
The Themyscira show that was supposed to be
Yeah,
lesbian
what
Game of
they have
Thrones.
now, maybe they've got a couple of writers attached for it. 3 years later, it's clearly a mess. Clearly, and this delusional, and I think it's all going to fall apart when Supergirl inevitably performs poorly.
Yep,
inevitably. No way it makes its money back. It's basically impossible.
No chance. Considering the movies, Toy Story's out, and what
Toy
comes
Story
after
Minions is out as well. I think Minions is actually out this week.
Minions, Moana, Odyssey, Spider-Man. That's what follows. Yeah,
it's summer. I mean, it's winter over here, but it's summer. Good luck.
We got one more here. Though I have the weak and feeble body of a woman, I have the heart of a king and a king of England at that. That what was said by Queen Elizabeth I when addressing English troops before a battle that she didn't take part in. There you go. So they stole the damn line and made it really out of context. And stupid.
Different context in that one. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, that video will be out. Then I'll be back to streaming and all that stuff as soon as I get up there. Going to be shooting for a 1-day drive, but I don't think that's happening now.
Is that possible? 1 day from Texas to
yes, it's possible.
It's about 14 hours up there, Gary.
20.
Okay.
So,
I've done it.
Yes, it is literally possible in the sense that it's less than 24 hours.
Yes. I have done it though. It wasn't fun, but I did it. All right. Thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. You help keep the lights on. We'll be back next Sunday with the Long Council. And everybody, the flatulence continues.